things set up. I didn't mean to press the button as quick as I did, but I pressed the button. So just hold tight for a sec and let me get it all straightened out. Did I switch it to the back? Yep, I did. Just hold on a second. Get my TV set up. I don't know what I was thinking. My TV's not even set up, girl. Oh. Okay, girl. Now I'm ready. We're going to be doing hair and makeup today, so we got a lot to do. We got a busy day. Oh! Don't start with me. I've been telling myself all morning, do not crash out, just move through it. Don't crash out, just move through it. Don't crash out, just move through it. Just move through it, okay? Okay. Did I just press something with my finger? I feel like maybe I have too many windows open. I got a little hot, so then I got the windows open, but like, it is very cold outside. Because you know my family and that heat, girl. They like the heat. Okay, you are a little too close to me. I don't know. I haven't seen how it looks on my iPad yet, so let's check. Let's check it out, shall we? I feel like there's something blooming outside that I'm like allergic to or something. I don't know. I'm sorry, Putsy. I'm gonna have to shut that. Mommy's having trouble breathing. Come on, Bubba. Excuse me, in my way. Oh. Oh. Oh, my arm hurts. I've been having these really bad, like, arm pains. Girl. So, I think I'm ready to talk about what I kind of alluded to the other day. Oh my gosh, my closet door is open. That's so embarrassing. Oh, my arm hurts. I've been having these really... Okay. Luckily, like, not like enough people are here yet. Thank God. My laundry is still not done. I don't know, I just get really overwhelmed by laundry. Does anybody else get that way? You're just like super overwhelmed by your laundry? Like, where have I... Hold on. Oh my gosh. Why? Why is this so difficult? Hold on. There. And then let's fit you right underneath the big tripod. There we go. Oh, that makes everything so much better. Okay. Because like always, I am doing a double again today. Because that's just what's going to be best for my channel right now. Crap. Let me get this. Okay. Alright. I don't have the big camera rolling yet, so it's just us. Hi, Millie. No, we don't give out phone numbers on here. Sorry. Okay. That was a freaking doozy, girl. I didn't even finish eating my lunch. Okay. Let's get to getting, shall we? Okay. What should we do first? Hair. Duh. Oh, this thing is all wet and nasty on my freaking head, girl. Did I leave my makeup sponge in the bathroom? Because we're gonna need that later. Hold on, let me get it. Excuse me. You know what I need? I need one of those like cup warmers. I need one of those warmers to like keep my tea warm, because like when I'm filming, like I'm like talking so much. Hi. Jeannie? Is it Jeannie? Hi. I'm like talking so much, like I need the tea to like keep my vocal, like it feels good on my voice, if that makes sense, because I talk a lot. And I'm not good at like vocal placement or whatever. Like I speak out of my chest and my voice gets like really groggly and tired. But I'm trying really hard. No more creeps 2026. No more creeps 2026. How you like them apples, babe? Okay. So I'm thinking that today I'm gonna redo the Tate McCrae Rolling Stone look, because I really liked how that came out, and the day that I filmed that I was super tired, and I literally was so like mentally, like I think that was the day that I was on live for like 5 hours, and I did the makeup and then I did the nails, and then that particular day my family was like extra with the heat. Like it was worse than normal. Like I swear it was almost 80 degrees in my house. I'm not even kidding. And I was dying and like we had people over and like it was so bad, y'all. It was so bad. But I just was so like spent after I filmed that I was just like done. Like I was like, no, I'm not filming TikToks, I'm not taking pictures in this look. Like even though it was like one of like a really good look, you know, I just didn't have the energy for it, you know. So anyways, I'm just brushing my hair out. Some people say a comb is better for this, and those people are probably right. I just honestly didn't think about it today. I left one window cracked so that way I can like still get the ventilation in here. It just, I don't know where this cough is coming from, girl. It's so weird. Oh. But yeah, like I think I'm finally ready to talk about what I was processing yesterday. So I'm gonna drop some tea for you girlies. We'll probably wait till the long form girlies, the big camera's rolling, because I feel like that is gonna be really juicy and interesting for some of you. Because I was talking to my mom about it the other day, and I'll probably say this again when I have the big camera going. But she's like, I don't personally find that stuff useful, because I'm past that. I was like, well, that's really great that you're so mature and evolved and know all this stuff, but like some of us younger women out there, like we don't know that, you know what I mean? Like we don't know that stuff, and like we need women to look out for women, you know what I mean? And like women to tell women's stories, and like to hear it from a woman's perspective, so that way when we're encountered with certain romantical issues, like we know, oh, it's a snake in the grass. I was warned about this snake in the grass. I was taught how this particular snake moves, you know what I mean? I was taught of the snake's games, you know what I mean? But if women don't ever tell their stories, how can they help other women? How? You know what I mean, girl? And then it rattles your self-esteem, because then you're like, oh, I'm a loser. Look at this beautiful woman who's, you know, married to this guy, and like he treats her amazing. What's wrong with me? Nothing, babe. Literally nothing. This stuff happens to women all the time. It's literally just men being freaking snakes. That's all it is, babe. Like, you're amazing. You're more than amazing, you know? But like, if no one ever tells you that, how do you know? How do you know? So later on I will be spilling the tea. Part my hair down the middle as always, and I am using a different heat protector than normal today because I ran out of my one and my Walmart didn't carry it. But y'all know that the L'Oreal Elvive is my favorite. I'm trying to make this quick because I need to get to filming the actual makeup. My cat has been like super like in my way today. Like he like gets like right up under my feet, y'all, and it's I know he doesn't mean it, but it's like I feel like it's been excessive today. Anyways, so I'm gonna be using this, the Revlon Heat Primer. Yep, and we're just gonna spray this all throughout my hair. It's really important that you use heat resistant. The stuff kind of smells like apples. I want to make sure I like really get it in there. Hi Adriana. Hi bestie. I just want to make sure it's like in there, you know? I'm not trying to fry my hair off. Now let's get to blow drying this mess. Oh, okay. Oh, let me show you girls what I use first. This is my Conair, whatever the heck. It's the orange one. I think this is the same exact blow dryer that Megan Maroney uses. I think there was a video of her saying that like this Walmart blow dryer is like better than however many expensive ones that there are. But anyways, I don't know. This is the only one I've ever used. But anyways, this is what we're gonna be using. The technique I use is I blow dry it messy and then I straighten it later. It's just so much easier than having to fight with that brown brush. I just can't. So anyways, I'm gonna mute while I blow dry and then unmute to talk. How's my 2026 so far? It's been good. It's been good. I just feel like this year has like a really like fresh, like really good energy about it. I just feel like things are gonna start to circle back around for a lot of us, and like I feel like really good about it. Like, just, I feel like I know myself better than ever before, and like I feel like I'm more tapped into Christ than ever before, and like I had a really, really rough 2025, and I feel really good about this year. Like I feel like, you know what I mean? Like you have to like do the groundwork to get to where you're going. You know what I mean? Like you have to like put in the groundwork and like go through bad things to understand, okay, I'm not moving like that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. You know what I mean? Like this is my boundary and this is it and this is my standard, and like literally nothing and no one's gonna shake me, because every time that I double back, something bad happens and I've got to pick up the pieces. We're not gonna have like that anymore. You know what I mean? I don't care if people call me crazy. I don't care if people call me weird. I'm not gonna be doing that. You know what I mean? That's my 2026 vibe, and like so far it feels good, you know? Am I saying every day is perfect or every day is gonna be perfect? No. Hey girl. Hey Lily. Good to see you, bestie. Hi Nikki. How's y'all's 2026 so far? By the way, this is kind of how I do my hair. I blow dry it upside down, and then I comb it through, and then I just continue to blow dry it more, and then periodically stop to comb it through. You know what I really need to do? I really need to cut my hair. I've been blowing it off because I've kind of been enjoying having long hair, and it's not going to be short by any means when I cut it, but like split ends, like if you let them split, they're going to split further and further up the shaft of your hair, and like I don't want that. I want healthy hair. So I honestly should have cut it today. I just really didn't think about it. I was just thinking like, girl, we gotta get to booting and grooving. I gotta get booting and grooving. We gotta get on YouTube. We gotta do the hair. We gotta do the makeup. We gotta do it. We gotta do the big one. You know what I mean? And then I have something for work to do later on. So I'm like, we got to get to moving today, girl. We gotta get booting and grooving. Anyways, we're gonna return to the blow dryer. Do you have a way to teach people to curl their hair? Yes, I have a million videos on my channel of heatless curls. Literally look up like BUT with Ashley heatless curl live. Look up BUT with Ashley heatless curls. You'll see a million. I bet you'll find at least 15 videos of me heatless curling my hair. I don't believe in using a curling iron because I don't mean to sound cocky, but like my heatless curl method is locked down, sis. Like it's locked down. Like I can heatless curl my hair like whenever I want, and it always like it just looks so good, you know? So make sure you check out my heatless curl videos, girl, because that's where it's at. But today we're doing the straight look. I literally felt it tangling up, and I was like, no, like, I want it to dry, because, like, I don't want to lose my light to do my makeup. Like, that's the main event, is the makeup. I get asked that all the time, and you know what? I think it is so funny, because bleach and hair dye are not the same thing. Like, at least not in my mind. But yes, I do have highlights. I do my own highlights. And it is bleached, but it's not dyed. If you know anything about, like, chemically changing the hair, bleaching and dyeing are two very different processes. My hair is bleached. So, like, you're seeing my natural hair. It's just, like, bleach means that you remove the pigment from your hair. So, like, this is my hair. It's just, like, I put bleach on it, and then it sucks the pigment out of the hair, and then this is what's left behind. But I do folds. I use, what the stuff I use? I use Voila bleach powder, and then I use 40 volume. Some people say that you shouldn't use 40 volume at home, you should fry your hair off. Me, I don't care. I'm literally fearless. I feel like that's part of it. I also have a lot of education in chemistry, so like I feel, you know, confident putting chemicals on my hair because I understand how they work, you know. But I feel like part of it is like the confidence and like the fear. Like I literally don't care. Like I could go through a hat stage. I could go through a headband stage. You know what I mean? Like I don't care. Like put that bleach on there. You know, what doesn't kill you only makes you blonder. That's what Miranda Lambert says. Nails. Yeah, I do my own nails too. They are like a lavender. This one of these one of my pointer fingers is a little crooked. I don't remember which one. They're like a lavender color, and then they have gold flecks in them, and then a thick French white tip. That is just what I like. I could never get down with the thin tip thing. It ain't me. It ain't me. It looks like your nails are grown out or something. Catch me with a thick French white tip. You cannot do it all. You've tried for years. The thing is, you gotta leave that bleach in there, girl. You gotta start small, too. Like, I rarely ever will do my hair all in one sitting. Like, I know that I'm slow. I know I'm not a professional. Like, you know? But you gotta use enough developer. You gotta use 40, and you gotta let it sit in the hair. And also, I use this. So, like, heat catalyzes any chemical reaction. I want my hair blonder. I want it blonder faster. You put those chemicals in your hair. You put a blow dryer on that fold. Be careful. Do not fry your hair off. You do not want your hair to catch on fire. That would be bad. But that's kind of what I do. You'll be back in the next live. Okay, nice to meet you. Ugh. But yeah, you gotta start small, you know. Sometimes I just do sometimes I just do like three folds aside, you know. And if I'm ever doing the underneath of my hair, which I need to do because my underneath is so dark, like I hate it. This is my natural color. I want more highlights under here though, because when I wear it curly, you can see the dark more. I don't like that. But when I do this, I probably most likely will not even touch this, just because it's gonna take me too long. You know what I mean, girl? So I kind of isolate which section of hair I want to do. Because, like, when you're doing your hair at home, it's not going to cost you more money to put your foot back in that salon and take somebody else's time slot. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beautiful thing. So if you kind of do your hair gradually, you can control how it looks more, you know? Oh, girl, I'm getting hot. I've struggled so much regulating my body temperature. It ain't even funny. Look at this shirt. I got it at the fair years ago. No, wait, was it from the fair? No, it was like from this conference thing I was at. But anyways, girl, I am going to be at the fair this year. I'm going. And I'm going to get a bunch of these because I'm obsessed with Zara Larsson, and I'm obsessed that she's brought these back. And I need a million of these. I need one that says no more creeps. I need one that says connected. I need one that says Jesus. I need one like in every font and every saying. Okay. Hair protection, Walmart or Amazon, girl. Walmart or Amazon, my girl. Sephora, who is that? Never met her. One thing about hair products, you use them and they're gone, you gotta buy them again. not catch me in no Sephora. I will literally own a Rolex before I start shopping at Sephora for most of my makeup products, okay? That's how strongly I feel about that. Because a Rolex is going to last you for years, you know what I mean? I don't know if a Rolex, do they break? I don't know. I'm not even in the right tax bracket to even say the word Rolex. But what I do know is that a Rolex, you can wear it again and again and again and again and again. It ain't going to get used up. But when it comes to your hair stuff, you buy it, and you use it, and then it's gone, you got to buy it again. You're not going to catch me inside of no Sephora. Who's that? Never heard of her. Okay, she's still a little damp, so we're going to keep blow drying. So hopefully this is the last blow drying session I have to do. My favorite hairstyle for school, my knee-jerk reaction is to always say that, like, down is the best hairstyle because down you're always going to look the most glam. Like, I just think that having hair around your face, like, just makes you look better, you know? But, I will say, like, when I was in school, like, I could very rarely, like, think with my hair down, like, around my face. So, like, I would say, like, maybe, like, do a little one of these, you know what I mean? Where you take these two front pieces, and then you kind of, like, put it back, and then you kind of, like, have the little swooshy action right here. If you want to see me do my hair like this, watch my live from Christmas Eve. I did that to my hair for church, and I loved it. I also did it when I did my Britney Spears makeup look on live. That's also up on my channel if you want to check that out. Probably the hairstyle I wore most when I was in school was a messy bun, but I'm sorry, like, messy buns don't make me feel like that girl. It just don't. Like, I'll throw my hair up in a messy bun, but, like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, messy bun doesn't make me feel like that girl. Like, messy bun makes me feel like I'm on the go, I gotta get to getting, and I gotta get out of bed. And I gotta focus on what the heck I'm learning, and I ain't gonna think about what I look like. You know what I mean? But it doesn't make me feel confident. It doesn't make me feel like, you know what I mean? I wanna feel like, that's how the messy bun makes me feel. And I know everybody on the internet is like, messy bun, but like, nope, and I will die on that hill. Or a claw clip. If you have to wear your hair up, like a claw clip, because I know there's been certain times, like certain classes that you're like doing so much of this, like algebra, trig, what's another one? Statistics. If they're oh girl, my heart goes out to the baddies that are having to do statistics by hand because that is just like, bleh. But when you're taking classes and doing a lot of this and a lot of work and you get eraser shavings all over your pencil, all over your arm like this, you gotta like clip your hair back or something, you know what I mean? So like a claw clip is really easy to just like, or clip it all the way up and have it like out like this, or do like this, you know, clip it. I feel like a claw clip is more elevated than a messy bun. What am I looking at? I'm looking at y'all. What are you looking at? Hi girls, how are you girlies? Oh girl, I was cold and now I'm hot. And now I'm freaking hot. Open this window. Oh. I cannot get my body temperature under control, my girl. I can't. I bet my mama's sitting outside laughing at me. I can't. Maybe I'm hormonal. Am I hormonal? Don't answer that. Do I have thick or thin hair? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, there's something that's blooming here that's like making me freaking cough. Like, I know it's cold as heck outside, but I'm telling you girls, something is blooming and it's bothering me. Okay, now we're gonna roll the big camera. Are we? I need to, no, let me put on my foundation first. Let me put it on. Okay. Because I just feel like my foundation routine is so redundant, you know what I mean? To make the long form girlies watch over and over again, and then it makes me have a super long video to edit, and then YouTube won't let it upload, and then we have the issue that we had the last time I did a long form, you know what I mean? Like, where I had to, like, I uploaded it, and then I was out and about working, and I literally, like, was on my lunch break, and I scrolled to the end of the video to see if it uploaded, and it didn't. It, like, literally cut me off mid-sentence, and I was like, and I filmed a cutesy little outro for y'all and everything, so then I had to just upload the other half of the video and as part 2, and I just feel like that's, I don't know, a little tacky. I don't like that. So I don't want to make my videos too short, because y'all know that, like, I want my channel to be like Netflix, because that's how I use YouTube. I use, like, YouTube is a streaming app to me, you know, and so I want my videos to be like a vibe, you know what I mean? Like, the world is a crazy place right now. Like, we just, like, we're all just girls, and, like, we just need someone to hang out with, you know what I mean? Like, someone to vibe with, like, someone to spill the tea. You know what I mean? Like, someone to remind us that everything's gonna be okay, you know? I don't know, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. This is my Cetaphil moisturizing cream, by the way. Then where do I get all my makeup from? Amazon. Amazon. Everything I use, literally, I do not gatekeep. I do not believe in that. I'm a girl's girl. Everything I use is linked to my Amazon, girl. My Amazon storefront is linked down in the description. I have every single thing I use. Like, even my deodorant, girl. I don't keep any secrets. Like, if y'all want me to link the toilet paper that I use, I'll link my toilet paper. Okay. Okay, best primer ever. Maybelline 100. Hi, Dana. Hey, girl. And then we're just gonna do 2 little dollops like this, and then we're just gonna press this in. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you girls on today. Hi, girls. So glad to have you girlies here with me today. Girl, I'm gonna be spilling the tea. Just wait till we get this video rolling. I'm gonna be spilling the tea. I don't want to say too much, because, like, I'm gonna have to repeat myself when the big camera is rolling, you know? You know what I mean? So, do you ever, like, think about your makeup application and you're like, am I doing too much? Like, am I applying it too thick? You know what I mean? I get like that, where I feel like, am I applying this too thick? You know? And, like, should I wear sunglasses? This is, like, bright. Where's my purse? No, because then the sunglasses are just going to reflect my backyard. Okay, whatever. It'll go away. It'll go behind the tree, right? Right. Okay, 220, same as always, my favorite foundation ever. This foundation literally has, like, crushed pearls inside of it. It is so beautiful. This foundation will make you feel like that girl. Like, even if all you do is just do your face makeup and swipe on a quick little whatever mascara, girl, this foundation will get you right. She'll get you right, and she'll keep you right. But no one will keep you right like Jesus Christ. Amen? Amen. Okay, we're just gonna de-dot this around. But yeah, back to the queen who was asking me, like, where I get my stuff from. I don't believe in expensive stuff. I really don't. I think it's stupid. And there's such a variety of products now on Amazon and Walmart that, like, I'm not spending more. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Like, dropping $50 on a foundation. Are you freaking kidding me? I do makeup content. You know how freaking fast I would go through that? No. And now if somebody's gonna send me something for free, fine. I'll use it, but I'm never gonna lie to my followers, ever. I don't tell lies. That's one thing about me. Even if I look a little crazy. Sometimes I be saying stuff and people are like, are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, oh no. I clocked it. I clocked it. Even when people doubt me, I tell the truth. It's a foundation brush. It just looks like that. Take my papa. Yes, it's still dirty. Also, look at this zit I have. I named him Earl. Because Earl had to die. Literally, I was holding up my tea to this, like when my mug was warm, to like try to get it to come to a head because it hurts so bad. Do I use spray tans? Yes. I have a video all about it. I have a video all about how I do my self-tan. I am a self-tan girly. The self-tan will get you and keep you right. If you girls have watched the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader documentary on Netflix, their team, what is her name? Kelly. What is Kelly? She's their coach. Their coach is like, now the spray tan is literally the secret sauce, the DCC glam. Like, do you know how iconic the DCC is? If their coach is saying something about spray tans, girl, that's like a major glow up unlocked. Go look up footage of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders if you don't believe me. Like I said, I don't lie. Even if I look a little crazy, I will not lie to you girls. I will tell you the truth. I will tell you the truth. By the way, this is the Maybelline eraser. This is the pink one. I just love the pink one. I just feel like I have like a kind of a yellow skin tone, and I feel like this is like really pretty pink undertones in it, and it like brings that like rosiness like back into my face. And you also always want to paint the center of your face to be light, because if this area starts looking dark, you look like you have a 5 o'clock shadow. I love it, Dana. Thank you. I love the little emojis. Let me put my Snapchat and all my social links in the chat. I forgot to do that today. I've been getting a lot of besties requesting me on Snap. Hello, if that's one of you. I think it's because I dropped my Snapchat in like this random like TikTok video. It was like a video about like girls like wanting community with each other, so like it wasn't a weird TikTok video. Don't make it weird. I cannot wait to tell you girls what I'm gonna tell you today. It's juicy. I can't wait to tell you. I feel like my mom's gonna get mad at me. I feel like she's gonna be like, why are you talking about that? I don't want you to talk about that. But I'm talking about it anyways because it's tea. And it's wintertime and everybody's stuck in their house, and like one thing that everybody loves in the wintertime is tea. Like literally less than 5 minutes go by, that's when the tea is gonna start. That's when the tea is gonna start. Set underneath my eyes. Where's my little contact? My cat is just like me, girl. He loves the cold. He's sitting on my windowsill because he just wants to feel that, like that marble from the windowsill. You know what I mean? It gets cold. He wants to feel it. That's how I am too, girl. Look at how much energy I have today. It's because of the cold. I love cold. I love it. Okay. CoverGirl Clay Matte. And this is the best way to keep your under eyes from creasing. Using a pressed powder. I just feel like I used to be hooked on using loose powders for years. And it's just not it. Stay on my microfine setting spray. Okay, girl, we're ready to roll the big camera. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge because I'm gonna have to like explain this like gradually as the video goes on, and not like tell the whole story and like just like this, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's not that interesting to watch me talk when I'm like this. Hold on. Why don't I have my lights on today? even know if you can even see them, but thank you. I'm prescribed tretinoin. That's why I'm so pretty. Also, I've made it a point to really prioritize my faith. I always tell you girls, like, before the makeup, before the hair, before exercising, before literally anything else, like, if you start pursuing a relationship with Christ, you will not regret it. Like, you will literally unlock the most insane glow up that you've never seen. Like, you'll unlock a version of yourself that, like, you've never even seen, you know? So that's my number one beauty tip. But girls know that I don't gatekeep anything. I tell you girls everything. Oh, my freaking phone is in my shot. How do I move it? I don't know. How do I move it so my live girls can still see me? But hold on. Just, oh no. Crap. Turn off my big camera. Okay. girls, let's try this again. I hope I'm not muted. My tripod. Here, let me quickly. What the heck? Okay. Let's try this again. I'm back on. Okay. I think it's because I either said the word D-I-E when I was talking about literally a song by the Dixie Chicks, or it was because when I was moving my tripod, I was like, ah, because like, I don't know, that's just the noise I make when I like move things around that are kind of heavy, you know, like it's not like not in a weird way, like in like a very normal way. I don't know. My mom tells me that I should stop making noises because it's not very ladylike when I move stuff, but like, I don't know. I am my father's daughter. I'd be like that, you know? I don't know. Thank you. Okay, let's get back on the video. Okay, girl, I'm gonna try to tell y'all the story while I do my face. So I already have my usual foundation routine down. If you want to see that, check out the corresponding live. I am doing a double live and long form again today, girl. Okay. So we're gonna get into this Wet n Wild loose translucent powder. And just set the foundation in place. And I also just freshly blow dried my hair. If you want to see the products and the behind the scenes of that, girl, check out my live. I don't know why I whispered that, but we just going with it. Okay, and always set your neck. You girls know how I feel about setting your neck. Always set your neck. Don't ever forget. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the lip. So focus. Okay, so for the lip, this look is a copy, replica, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, of Tate McCrae's Rolling Stone makeup, because that makeup look is freaking tea. Maybelline Superstay matte ink. Someone just asked me what my favorite coffee is in the chat. My favorite coffee, that's a good question. I like 1 shot of espresso in a medium cup with almond milk, and then 4 pumps of coconut, and then 5 stevias on the side with whipped cream. That's my Dunkin' order. But a flavor shot of coconut, not the flavor swirl, the shot. Because the shots don't have sugar, the swirls do have sugar. Sugar is my stomach. Hurts my tummy. Sugar's not very good for you. Anyways, when I took biochemistry, you know what they taught us? And you're never gonna forget this. If you eat too much sugar, you can have osmotic diarrhea. Just think about that. Osmotic diarrhea. Yeah, girl. Sugar is a no, stevia is a yes. Okay, girl. Now let's get into this lip. Oh, I feel like my upper lip is still like... my upper lip is still like not set, you know what I mean? I don't like putting lip liner on an upper lip that's not powdered. Anyways, girl, let's try this again. This is shade 65, my Maybelline. It's a liquid lip, but I like using it in a lip liner because it just fits the vibe. Anyways. then just gonna blend it out because we don't want this to be like super lip linery, but just like the big old French nails, girl. Like a lip linery lip is my look. It's not really what Tate has in this photo shoot, but we gotta have. I'm sorry, I just need some kind of shape my lips. Who is emailing me? My job sends me 200 emails a day, and so I am just very like, every time I get another email. Okay, girl, we back. So this look is very questioning if I can do this without putting liquid blush on my lips, but I'm doubtful of that. So we're gonna go ahead and put the blush on my lips again, even though it's not my favorite product to put on my lips, like feel wise, but you know what's funny about me is like I insist on always living with family or roommates and insist that I love it, but like when I'm like in my zone, like focusing on something, like if someone like makes a little noise, I'm like not externally but like internally. Shout out to my cat. Yeah, I am an introvert, but like I also can drive myself crazy, and fun fact, when you drive yourself crazy, there's no escape. There's no escape, but where do you go? There's no escape, babe. Girl, I can't find it. Okay, I'll just give you girls my Starbucks order as well. My Starbucks order is similar to my Dunkin', but not the same. Starbucks, I do one shot of espresso, medium. So, okay, one shot of espresso, grande, ice, almond milk, and then I get 4 pumps of sugar-free vanilla. And if I'm feeling festive, I'll get a splash of shake of cinnamon, and then I will get whipped cream on the top. That is my Starbucks order, and then of course 5 stevia on the side. But honestly, if I were to tell you the truth, when I'm going through the drive-thru at these places, I order 10 stevia on the side, because that way I can have like between 3 and 5 stevias for the actual drink, and then I can have more stevia to keep in my car in case I ever forget to ask for stevia, or if I make my own drink at home and I need more stevia, I'm locked and loaded, baby. You know, I don't know. I like keeping stuff like that in my car. I like being handy like that, you know? Okay. So, e.l.f. Putty Blush. This is the pink one. I literally rubbed off the shade. I think it's Bora Bora, but I'm not sure. Also, how am I gonna freaking reach into this? I also have one. We're still talking about coffee, by the way. Sorry, I mean jiggle you like that. We also just got a 7 Brew. I live in a really small town, so like I've never been to 7 Brew, and it's a drive for me. It's a while away, but I really want to try it. So, but also I hope that their drinks are not super sugary, because you girls know what I know about sugar now. And then if I eat too much sugar and my stomach starts to churn, I literally remember what I learned in biochem, and I'm like on the toilet like, I don't want to say it again because I know it's kind of that 2-word combo is kind of a gross, traumatic word, but anyways, I'm gonna spit this on with a concealer brush. I normally would use my finger, but I have really long nails right now, and I don't want to get a bunch of liquid blush in my finger. That'd be kind of gross. Ew, I got it out of the lines. Waiting outside the lights. I need some more feel like I take too long. When I do stuff like this, I take too long in the steps that are like kind of irrelevant, but I'm like, no, like, I need more lip liner. You can't tell, but like, I can see it like in person, but it can't show on camera. I need more lip liner. Yeah. Let me not go too crazy though, because this is like a pretty natural lip, you know? Now I'm going to use the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss in the shade Sugar Poppy. This is my favorite lip gloss ever. It is like literally that girl. Like, you can wear this stuff on its own and it just looks poppin'. This is my second bottle of this stuff. Even when I don't wear makeup, this lip gloss, that girl. That girl. Also, I'm going to use my... Is it in there? I'm gonna use my This is the same shade that my granny would wear. This is Revlon. It comes in the green bottle. I personally also love Revlon lipstick, just like my granny. Country girl to country girl, me and granny. This is shade 585, Persian Melon. I'm just gonna put this in the center of the lip. Ooh. I did a little much. I pushed too hard. I was too excited to be wearing the same lip shade as my granny. I need a tissue or something. There we go. I'm gonna blot to see if that makes this better. There we go. That is better. I was questioning whether or not I should do the lipstick before I did the gloss, but I was just so excited to glaze my lips with the freaking lip gloss that... There. I have a hair. Hi, Aman. Now, okay, honestly, I don't remember how I did this eye look. Thank you, girls, for the hearts. I mean, for the likes. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh yeah. I remember, oh, you're back. Good to see you, bestie. I don't remember how I did this look. I remember it being very simple and very natural and very pretty, but I don't remember exactly how it went. So we're just gonna look up Tate McCrae, Rolling Stone. Sometimes, like, just trying out a new technique when you're doing makeup, you can really learn so much, you know? Like, it'll like open your horizons. Like, I didn't consider doing this technique, but it looks really good. Or even something that you don't feel like would look good on you. Okay, she like builds up the outer corner. Oh, that's what it is. With this look, it's a, it has a, like, this is lined. This place right here, like the tight line up, the upper tight line is lined. That's what makes this look so, like, okay. Okay, I feel like I remember it now. Okay. Okay. I'm less scared now, okay. And this look, honestly, if I was gonna go somewhere besides my own couch on Valentine's Day, I would probably wear a look like this. Let me tell a little long form. If I was gonna go somewhere for Valentine's Day besides my own couch, I'd probably wear this look. Okay, let me get. Hi, Ziva. Okay. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. Okay, let's get into the tea, y'all. Let me get you girls into the tea. Okay. So I already said the little piece about Princess Mia, so you understand like the synopsis of the story. So like this is someone that I went on one date with like a while back. Like we went on one date. So in my mind, like I understand how long it takes to get to know somebody. So I don't feel like I know somebody after one date. You know what I mean? That's freaking crazy. You know? But what I do know is that he's cute. Like, and I had no problem telling him that. You know what I mean? Like, you're cute. But anyways, like he started hitting me up like, I don't know, a few months ago, and like we talked a little bit like over text, but then it like, I don't know, didn't go anywhere. I don't know, like it wasn't anything, everything was very, very casual. Like it wasn't like, oh, we were talking. That's like literally has irritated me since I was in middle school. Like, because when you say like, oh, we were talking, like, oh, you talking? No, we're just talking, like having a conversation. Not everything has to be so formal and so labeled. But anyways, so like when he first like hit me up, he hit me up to bother me over my Snapchat. You girls know that I'm not friends with guys on Snap. I'm not. And so he was like talking about like, literally I hadn't heard from him in a long, long time, and then he randomly pops up out the blue and is like, when she hates you, and like sent me all these screenshots of like him reacting to my stories on Snap and like what he said to me. Like he said nice things, but I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not friends with guys on Snap. He probably like saw like an increase of activity with me on there because like I do have a platform on Snap and I'm very active on there. I post on there a lot. Anyways. But that kind of irritated me, and I was like, no, like, hi, how are you? Like, no, hey, what you been up to? Like, it's been a while since we last spoke, and the first thing you're gonna say to me is oh, she hates me. Like, can you be my friend on Snapchat? Like, really? That's the first thing you gotta say to me? Number one, I'm not friends with guys on Snap. Number two, get to step. That tells me everything I need to know about your intentions. Step in. And honestly, when I tell you what I'm about to tell you, girl, I'm gonna go in with this color right here, by the way. This color right here. When I tell you what I'm about to tell you, my instincts were right from the jump. I should not have. Anyways, let's keep going with the story. So then he chooses to reach out to me again, and honestly I forget what happened, but I think I called him cute or something, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't realize you liked me like that," and I was like, I didn't say I liked you. I said you're cute. The two are different. I don't know if I said it like that, but like, you know what I mean? Like anytime that he's tried to like, with things that I say to him, I'm like, no, this is what I mean. Anyways, what was I gonna say next? So then he hits me up like like further in the future, let's just say. He hits me up further in the future, right? And then I see his text come through and I'm like, whatever. And honestly, maybe I wasn't like that. I was just kind of like, whatever, like, I'm busy. By the way, next I'm gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna use my, you know what, I'm gonna use my other palette because this one is too orangey. It's my other palette. Thank you. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this Makeup Revolution. It has a lot of like really good like mauve-y, like cool brown tones in it, and I just feel like that would work better for this look. Like this one and like this one. Maybe I don't want to use that one yet. Use this one. So anyways, I took like, I think like 10 days to get back to him because like I was busy, you know? And then, I'm gonna say something's gonna be a little controversial, but, or not, because like I always say, like, women need to look after women, you know what I mean? Like, who's gonna tell you the truth more than another woman? Anyways, it was a certain time of the month. Not when Aunt Flo comes to town, but like, okay, ovulating, basically. And like, I wasn't really aware of that, but I like decided to like hit him back up to see like, you know, what's up? Like what do you want? Like, let's catch up, you know? And anyways, just like Princess Mia, I flirted. But what I had forgotten about was the last time that we spoke, I was telling him about Snapchat and about like, you know, like different money making opportunities with Snapchat, and like this is the part that really takes me off. He like was like, okay, let me first say this. So like, you girls know that, pause the story for a second. You girls know that like I lost 3 family members to very like violent deaths. So like I am very, very discerning about what I watch on the internet or what I stream or anything like that, because I get very triggered by stuff like that. And so I want to protect you girls the same way I protect myself, and not tell you anything that's gonna like corrupt you or like make you feel like ick. You know what I mean? Because like we don't need any more of that in this world. So there's certain things that like I don't say out loud because they're just icky, and what I say to myself, if I see something on like my family's watching the news, I hear them say the M word, you know, the M word that corresponds to people not being alive anymore. If I hear the TV say that, I literally go in the kitchen and I turn on the kitchen fan like, so that way I can't hear. And then I literally tell myself like, nope, I don't need to know what happened. You know what? It was bad and it was weird. So I need to know bad and weird. That's it. I don't need to know the whole story. You know what I mean? Anyways, so there's certain things that like he did say that I'm gonna say bad and weird. You know what I mean? He's referring to, and I don't only use bad and weird to correspond to violence. I'll, like, for example, like some people do things, and I'm never gonna judge anybody else. It's not my job. Some people do things on the internet with filming themselves that is, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, bad and weird. So we'll just leave that at that. So y'all know what I mean when I say bad and weird. By the way, I just blended this out with this. Okay. So, like, he was like, oh, like, I'm not into supporting people that do bad and weird stuff on the internet. Like, like, it pisses me off so much, and and I was like, that's not what I do. That's not what I do. I literally have like Jesus and Christian like written all over my social media. Like, that's not what I do. Like, I was like, people just want connection. And I'm like, when I tell you that like people like, humans are naturally nosy. You know what I mean? This is the way I see it. Humans are naturally nosy. Like, people want to know, just like somebody asked me like 5 minutes ago, what is your coffee order? You know what I mean? What is your go-to midnight snack? what lip gloss are you wearing? What, like, do you prefer chapstick or Carmex? Do you like comforters or quilts? You know what I mean? Like, I'm nosy. I'm secure enough to admit to y'all that I'm nosy. I'm nosy. Like, if I find your content and I like your content, I like your vibe, like, I want to know everything about you. You know what I mean? Like, we're just naturally nosy as humans. But, like, not everything is so perverted. You know what I mean? Not everything needs to be perverted. Not everything needs to be, it's not that deep. You know what I mean? Like, it could literally just be like, hey, you're cool. I like your vibe, so I'm following your social media. Cool. You use that shampoo. That's cool. I'm going to try that the next time I go to the store. You know? It's not, everything's not so weird and perverted, you know? And, I don't know, he was just, like, very judgmental. And I was like, I told him, I was like, you have cute pets. Like, just, why don't you just start posting your pets? Like, literally post your pets and your coffee and people will follow you. Like, people just want they want to be nosy and they want connection with others. That's literally it. It's not that deep. It is not perverted like that. But, like, he was very negative, and then after that, like, he, like, stopped talking to me. So I was like, I also made a TikTok about it. I was like, I told a boy that I was a content creator, and then he was cringed out. And I put it to that song by Morgan Wallen that was like, how does it go? Na 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 na, me and my stupid mouth. Exactly, period. Okay, so, like, okay, back to, like, in the future. So, like, he hits me up again. I take, like, 10 days to answer him because I'm busy. But then I should have been more aware of this, but I was ovulating. And, like, I was basically, girls, like, when you ovulate, like, I feel like everybody talks about the way you feel and the way you don't feel on your period. But when you ovulate, like, you feel more flirtatious than normal. And, it's just, like, like, I don't know, the roller coaster that our feminine hormones takes us on needs to be studied more than it is, because the stuff that we be thinking, the stuff that we be feeling at certain points in our cycle is crazy. Like, some girls say that, like, they feel, you know what I mean, like, this and that way, like, during their period, and then other girls say that, like, for me, it's not my period's fine, but it's the week before my period that is, like, you know, like, really bad. Like, I'm feeling like the world is ending, but, like, I'm used to it now, and I know, like, oh no, it just be that time. You feel me, girl? But, anyways, I'm taking this mauve color right here. Not the champagne, but the one down from that. I'm putting it on my lid. But anyways, I started flirting with him, and, like, telling him that, like, I remember that you're cute. I probably should, like, have the text messages up so I can, like, actually, like, recount to you exactly what happened, but I'm live streaming on my phone, so we can't do that today. But, I was telling him that I remember that he's cute, and, like, cause, like, he is cute. Like, I'm not gonna, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm not, like, I'm secure enough to give somebody else a compliment, you know, like, whatever. Thing to say. So then we, like, go back and forth, and, like, he says some things to me, and then I'm like, well, I feel, you know, okay, well, I feel the way I feel because of my faith. You know what I mean? Like, this is where my standard is, like, as a Christian, and you know what I mean? And so, like, we continue to flirt, and then I feel like I'm skipping ahead, but I guess I'll, like, add more as, like, we go on and I think more about this. By the way, I'm gonna go in with this brown color. This brown color right here. This dark brown. The conversation basically went into, like, we started talking about, like, he started saying, like living together, and I was like, not in, like, a serious way, like, in a flirtation way. At least to me, it was flirtation. Maybe to him, it was something else. But for me, I was just flirting. And now that I'm saying this, I'm like, Girl, you should have known. But I was like, oh no, my daddy didn't raise me like that. I was like, live with someone before you're married? Girl, you got me tripping. You got me tripping. I don't think so. Like, give out wife duties before I'm a wife? I don't think so. I don't think so, girl. And then he was like, well, one of my buddies is going through a divorce because they lived together before they were married. And I was like, you have to go through premarital counseling. You don't just wing it. You don't just wing it. You know what I mean? And like, because not everybody, if you have a good pastor, not everybody makes it through premarital counseling. You know? Like, they will tell you. They're like, I'm not comfortable marrying you. I don't think you're compatible. They will tell you. So like, it's important. Like, I don't know everything there is to know about married. I'm not a married person. But that's what I do know, and that's how I do feel. First thing I am is I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian before I'm anything else. So anyways, he responds and says like, I'm gonna blend this out, by the way. He responds and he says like, okay, valid, you know, like, that's valid, like, I can see that. And what was I gonna say? And then we just like basically continue flirting. And then, so at random, he calls me. And, like, I remember, like, looking at my phone as he was calling. And, like, I literally contemplated answering the phone. I never answer the phone. I only answer the phone if I'm expecting a phone call. Or if it's, like, my mom, my brothers, my cousin, my sisters, like, someone like that. But, anybody else, like, I just, like, look at the phone and I watch it ring. If it's one of my friends, I'll answer too. But, like, if it's anybody else, I literally will watch the phone ring and then wait for it to go to voicemail and see what the heck they want and then call them back if I, you know what I mean? Because the world is crazy, things are weird, and you just gotta be like that. But anyways, girl, what was I gonna say? So he calls me, and I thought it was, like, a phone call that was, like, hey, like, how are you? Like, you know, like, let's talk on the phone. We've been texting all day, like, let's catch up, you know? Like, talking on the phone is a lot cooler than texting, I feel, because, like, you can actually hear the intonation of people's voice, you know what I mean? And like get messages across better. And he was like, yeah, I just like talking on the phone better. I was like, oh my gosh, me too, like, so cool. But then he, like, starts asking me, like, these, like, really, like, pointed questions about, like, because, like, y'all know that I'm very vague about where I live. Like, he knows a general area where I live. I still didn't tell him exactly where. I just gave him a more specific area, but that was weird. And then, like, I don't know, asked me some other, like, weird invasive questions. And, like, I thought, like, at the beginning of the phone call, like, I genuinely thought he was calling me to catch up with me, you know? Like, he genuinely cared about talking to me. But no, I was wrong. Yeah. And then again, me forgetting, like, it had been a couple months since our previous conversation where he started, like dissing on content creators. I need to do some more makeup and before I get to yapping some more. So let's keep going with the makeup. Okay, so we're gonna tightline. I can't remember exactly how. The rest of the chat, what are you talking about? I'm gonna tightline my upper waterline. This is the CoverGirl, Revlon Color Stay. And you're just gonna lift your eye like this and then line like this. And it makes a slight difference, but it really does. This is one of those looks that just, like, pops. You'll see. Do the other side. People are just being quiet right now. It happens. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's loud. That's the way it be. That's the way it be, homie. Let me watch what the heck this girl's doing again, because I feel like I'm scared that I'm messing this up. Blah, blah, blah. No, get to the eyes, get to the eyes, get to the eyes. Oh my gosh, I just want the eyes. Okay, there we go. Oh, she went like this. She did. Okay, just kidding. We're not done with the eyeshadow yet. I'm going to take more of this shade and we're going to put this, underneath here. Yeah. Okay, I put it on and then I blended this with this. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I'm scared that I'm like rushing this and I don't, like this look like means a lot to me. I don't want to mess it up. That's what she did. Oh, this is low-key hard. Okay. I got so caught up in my story, I feel like I was doing this makeup like low-key, like incorrectly. So we're gonna take that dark, no, we're gonna take that light brown again, this one. That one. And we're gonna like kind of start creating like an eyeliner like shape. Because this look, when I did it, it was like bomb as heck. But I forgot how I did it because this is not my normal style of makeup at all. But anyways, basically like he like was asking me like really weird like pointed questions like about like where I live, like how old I am, and like again I still didn't answer his question all the way truthfully because I found it really weird what he was asking me, and I was already like a little weirded out, and I was like okay. And then I was just like, you know, like there's a lot that's happened since we went on our date, and there's a lot of big things that have happened in my life, like meaning like the violent deaths, 3 of them, and I did only tell him about 1. I didn't tell him about all 3 because he wasn't smart enough to ask. What was I saying? But anyways, like he asked like what I do besides like content, and I told him like I work with my sorority sister's company, and what was I gonna say? I just found it like really weird. Like the more I talk about it, like the more I find it really freaking weird. And then I forget how the like so like he starts saying that he hates his job so much, like his job stresses him out, like he hates it, da, 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 da. And I'm like, well, like, if you ever, like, want to start, like, doing Snapchat, like, let me know. Like, I can help you, you know, start your platform on there. Like, again, not that we can be friends on there, that I can help him start his platform. Anyways, so then he literally, like, goes on this big freaking rant. Like, girl, like, he was so crabby and, like, so mean, like, all of a sudden. It was like, and I had forgotten what he had said to me over text months ago. I had forgotten what he said to me and how he quit even, like, talking to me months ago. Not talking, just like talking, like speaking, communicating. He like went on this rant and he's like, I don't support that. Da 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 da. Like, it makes me so mad how like I can work so hard. There's all these kids on social media like driving Lamborghinis and da da da, and I have to work so hard and I, you know, put so much of my life into this company. And I was like, whoa. And I literally at some point tried to say, like, some of the, like, Lamborghini content, like, if you really think about it, like, not everybody who makes content with a Lamborghini owns a Lamborghini because, like, they're kind of expensive, you know what I mean? People, you know what I mean? People borrow their uncles, borrow their cousins, borrow their neighbors to make it look, you know what I mean? To make it look like, to make content because it's interesting to watch people with luxury things, you know what I mean? Like, not, but anyways, try to explain it, freaking interrupted me. Kept ranting. And here's why I told you all about the bad and the weird. So he's like, if I ever have to pay, he's like, I will never pay to see a insert female body part here on any website because, like, what does that say about me as a man? Like, if I'm really at that point in my life, I'm really in a sad place. Da, 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 da. And I just literally saying this all out loud to you, I feel disgusted all over again. I literally feel disgusted all over again. Because he didn't say anything that he said directed at me, but, like, his inability to differentiate, like, what I do and what I work so hard at as opposed to other things, it's almost like he was perverting what I do, and I don't do that. Like, I can say with a clear conscience, I don't be doing that. I feel like my content is pretty squeaky clean, and I like it that way, and that's who I am, you know? And, like, I'm never gonna judge anybody else because, like, that's not my place, that's God's job. I'm not gonna talk about anybody else because, like, I have enough of my hands with me, you know what I mean? But, like, like, and he said it so fast and, like, so much that it, like, took me a while to, like, mentally, like, unpack it. And I think at some point I was, like, telling him, like, yeah, like, I do really well on YouTube, but, like, he's interrupted me again. Because I was going to explain to him, like, okay, I started this out on YouTube, and then it's kind of branched off to other platforms, and I do da-da-da-da. Because, again, silly me, I actually thought that he called because he wanted to get to know me. Wrong. And he interrupted me, but good thing. You know what I mean? That's why you shouldn't interrupt people, because sometimes, like, they might say something that's actually really interesting and, like, a key part of their lore. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna get to know somebody, you want to know their lore. At least I do. Anyways, he, like, went on that, like, really, like, angry, it just very much gave angry little man, miserable little man. Like, I don't know, and it's like, okay, your job makes you miserable. Okay. I'm telling you that there's other ways to make money. We're in 2025. It's 2025, not 1980, in case no one's told you. And there's, like, huge ways to make money literally from your couch. Like, hello. And things that you can do that don't even, like, that are not even bad. Like, that are, like, you're helping others, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, whatever. He didn't want to hear any of that. And he just wanted to be miserable, I guess. And, I still don't understand that logic. I still don't understand that logic of, like, complaining about one thing, and then somebody gives you an opportunity, and then you just are stuck on the thing that you're complaining about. I don't get it. I don't get it. I wish I could get it, but I don't get it. What was I gonna say? But yeah, so, like, right after his little rant, and, like, I feel like I started to, like, explain what I do, or try to be like, yeah, well, I tell, you know, girls about Jesus, and I, you know, do makeup, and I help girls learn makeup and stuff like that. And like, you know, he totally didn't validate anything I said, didn't even let me know that he heard it. And then he tells me he's getting, oh, I got another call, I gotta take this. And I was like, okay. And then I hung up. I didn't say goodbye, I just hung up, because like at that point, I fully thought that he was gonna call me back. But then time went on, and then I realized, oh no, he's not gonna call me back. But I realize now, like, I don't want him to. I don't know if I'm ever gonna talk to him ever again. Because if I really think about it, like, if he feels that way, also he said something really bad about Kim Kardashian, and I love Kim K. I love the Kardashians. I watch the Kardashians. I think they're awesome. Yeah, whatever. He's like, the only reason why she's famous is because she blah blah blah. Insert bad weird thing here. I'm not gonna talk about that on my channel because that's not what we're about here. But you know, bad and weird. You know. And I don't know. I was just kind of like. But it's like, basically you're uncomfortable with women being successful, and like basically you are unable to see that like there's other things going on the internet besides that one weird thing. You know what I mean? Like, that is so twisted and perverted, it's not even funny, and like it literally gives me the ick so hard. But like, I should have taken a hint from what the heck he told me before. You know what I mean? Like what he said to me the first time about content, you know what I mean? Also, another thing that he said to me was he said when like the brief thing he said to me about my content, he's like, yeah, but you're also a girl. And you know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of when I first became a server. I was a server at Olive Garden, and I was brand new server, and one of my male coworkers said to me, he's like, you're not a good server. He's like, you're a pretty girl, and that means you can never be a good server. And I was like, excuse me? Like, I bust my butt out there. I bust my butt to run food, to give the best service possible, to recommend wines. Like, I'm outselling everybody in this restaurant. I sell more alcohol than any other server in this restaurant, and you're gonna sit here and tell me that I'm not a good server? Because of the way I look? Like, how screwed up is that? And now that I knew that once I told you girls the whole story, more and more would come out. Because like I said, I've been mentally digesting this for a while. And so at some point in the conversation, we were talking about, I literally straight up told him, your Instagram follow list is spooky. Oh yeah, because he was talking about, you know, girls that do bad and weird stuff on the internet with content. And I was like, well, your follow list is a little spooky. And he was like, yeah, well, I'm slowly but surely working on it. I don't support these types of, you know, influencer types who do da-da-da-da on the internet. And I was like, oh, okay, that's good. And he's like, but I will always follow Sydney Sweeney and Ella Langley, because Ella is awesome, and Ella's music is awesome, and Sydney will forever be my girl celebrity crush because she doesn't take crap from the media. This is his words, not mine. Honestly, I don't really know enough about either of them to even talk about them, but this is just what he said. And I said, in response to Sydney Sweeney, I was like, again, I don't know anything about her because I don't watch the news, because I'm triggered by the news. Okay? But I do know that she was on Euphoria. I used to watch Euphoria. I don't know if I could watch it again now because of 3, you know, family member deaths. And I'm very sensitive to what I watch now, but before, when I could watch kind of whatever I wanted, I watched that show, and I love the makeup on that show. Oh my gosh, the makeup. Obsessed. And it is really good cinematography and storytelling, but it is like, I don't know if I'd watch that show again. But anyways, Sydney Sweeney was on that show, and I was like, she's a really good actress. Because like that part of her character was really, and I didn't elaborate, I just said she's a good actress. But her character, Cassie, was very like female rage, female insecurity. Like, she did a really good job at displaying like the depth of emotion that like a female archetype of that type of person would display, you know? So I give her flowers for that. And I said to him, and he should have been paying attention, but he wasn't, I said, like, I hate how when society views someone as attractive, that they undermine their hard work, that they put them in a box based off of how they look, and then they don't talk about their craft, about them perfecting their craft. I don't like that. and she is a very good actress. But again, he like kind of said the same thing to me, just like my stupid coworker did years ago. Like, oh, but you're in grwm. I'm sorry, sir. Have you ever edited a video? Have you ever exported a video? Have you ever edited a photo? Have you ever done makeup art? Have you ever tried to figure out how to get your makeup to look good when you have acne? Like, don't. Like, it takes literally so many hours and so much practice. Like, but again, like, you cannot physically force someone to see you who does not see you. If someone is committed to being ignorant, someone is committed to being in the dark, like, there is nothing that you can say to convince them. And like, I don't feel like I fought super hard for him to see me or whatever, but this situation clocked me a little bit. It clocked me. It was like, girl, check yourself because you're slipping. Ooh. It was a long rant, I'm sorry. I stopped the big camera. She makes a semicircle. Okay. Okay, now I remember what we're doing. Okay, so take a break from the yapping, back to the makeup. We're gonna take a black eyeshadow and an angled brush, and then we're just gonna like go along the lash line. Like right at the base. Ooh. I mean to jiggle like that, sorry. And then create a semicircle right here. Ew, what was that noise? I don't know. Just something like that. I'm not even looking at my chat right now, y'all. I'm just trying to focus and I'm trying to like mentally process this. Because honestly, my chat GPT told me to like not tell the story or like not talk about it on camera, but like chat GPT is a freaking computer, it doesn't know everything. And again, I have to look out for my girls. And who's gonna tell you these things better than another woman? You know what I mean? Like who's gonna warn you that there are men out there that are so like whatever they are that like they're not gonna have the capacity to even celebrate your successes, you know, or even view you as something other than a sexual object. You know what I mean? Like who else is going to warn you of that? Who else is going to tell you that? You know what I mean? Like women have to look out for women, you know what I mean? And like this was a disappointment for me, but like I know that you girls can like learn something from it and like someone can benefit from it, you know? Like I know I learned something. Okay, I got my little black semicircle in place, so I'm gonna go ahead and take more of this brown over here. This look is hard. This look is low-key hard. This is like one of those makeup looks that like, you know, seems natural and seems innocent enough, but no, it's hard. I should have picked like a different look to do. Oh well. Just the way that she like layers this is so pretty. Personally, I would have not, like, if you look at the picture of Tate McCrae and like for Rolling Stone, To me, it doesn't look like this, but I just love the way that this TikTok makeup artist did her makeup. She's not even a TikTok makeup artist. She's like a real makeup artist. But I just loved her interpretation of it, and like I just wanted to recreate it for long form. Okay, so now I'm gonna take, quiet. Now I'm gonna take, let's take this color right here, this really pretty champagne-y color. Oh, my family with the heat, I swear. And nobody better complain. Nobody better complain when the light bill comes. Nobody better complain. It is not my fault. It is not because I do 12 loads of laundry a week. It's because of y'all with your heat. It's winter, let it be cold, bundle up. It is not an abomination. I'm just venting about everything today. It is not an abomination to wear a jacket in your own house. I'm sorry, it ain't. Like, so anyways, it is winter time. Put on the fuzzy socks, put on the fluffy jacket, put on the fluffy PJ pants. That's what winter's all about. You know what I mean? You don't have to, like, do the opposite of what the outside is doing, you know, in the wintertime. In the summertime, girl, turn that AC on. That's one thing about me, is I cannot stand the heat. Okay. This, I will say that this inner corner highlight, like, comes, like, up like this, you know? What I was just telling the long form girls is I told my chat GPT this whole thing. I copied and pasted many of this guy's text into chat GPT so it could analyze it for me, and it told me not to talk about this on camera. Maybe it didn't. Maybe I misunderstood it, but I'm like, you're a freaking computer. You don't know everything. Did I already tell you this highlight goes up pretty high? Like, this highlight, like, goes, like, around, like, your whole, whatever the heck. Anyways, I don't know if I told you girls that, but it told me not to talk about this. But honestly, like, if women don't tell their stories, like, how are you to know? Like, cause I'm sure this is not an original experience. Like, I'm not the only woman ever, or the only girl ever to experience this, you know what I mean? Like, these type of men exist, and, like, from my experience and from my story, like, you can be like, oh, I see it, I clock it, you know what I mean? Because my mom was like, oh, like, that's too negative, da 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 da. And I was like, no, like, I think it's important to tell the story. And she's like, I just don't like hearing it because I've already moved past that. And I'm like, well, that's great that you're so, you know, mature and evolve. However, there's, like, some of us, including myself, who still are growing and becoming the best version of ourselves, and maturing, and hearing other women's stories does help us learn. So I don't know where it's going with that. Oh, because she's like, why don't you talk about, like, all the great men in the world and I was like, because what happens when somebody gets their heart broken, a girl gets their heart broken, and, like, you start to feel like you're just a loser or you're not enough. You know what I mean? You start to blame yourself because you don't have anything to compare it to. You know what I mean? Like, you think that you're just unworthy, or there's just something fundamentally wrong with you, and you know what I mean? And that's why, in reality, no, babe, there's, like, a million other women that have the same experience as you, and it is not you. You are not alone, babe. In fact, you are very, very loved. You are flawless. You don't deserve to be treated that way. Like, that is about him, not about you, babe. And, like, if someone says that to you, you're kind of just like, you're just saying that. But, like, if you hear another woman's story, you're like, maybe it's not just me. So that's why I chose to tell the story, because of that reason. Sorry, I'm still not watching my chat. I'm just trying to, like, finish this look, because I still have stuff to do today. I have to go to the gas station tonight, and I honestly think that I might just wear a mask, even though I don't need to wear a mask, because I probably, like, I want to definitely shoot TikToks in my car, but, like, I don't want to walk into a freaking gas station with all this makeup on. I just don't feel like it. I live in a very small town, and if you live in a small town, girl, like, you know the vibes. I'm gonna apply more of that first color, that really, really light brown, and then just apply it, like, more inwards like this, because that's one thing I didn't do when I started this look. There. I would want myself, please believe me. She put it on the lid, okay. Okay. So apparently the highlight also goes onto, like, the, oops. It also goes on the the inner half of the lid. So we're gonna take this flat brush and we're just gonna blend this way. Okay, now it's coming together. And you know what? I also talked about the city with this guy. Y'all know that, like, I really want to move to a city. There's this particular one that I want to move to, but this particular city is literally magnetic, and I love it, and I'm obsessed with it, and I feel like that's where God is calling me. And I told him about that, and he was like, oh, like, I hate it there. I would never fit in there. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I don't know, the small town thing just isn't for me. Like, I lived in a big city before, and I loved it, and I just feel like there's more opportunities there. Like, and I was like, and I kind of, like, this is the beginning of the phone. This is at the beginning of the phone call before the perverting all content creators talk. But, what did he say? He was like, he basically said that he couldn't fit in this particular place because of his, like, ethnic background. And I was like, oh no, come on, you got the sauce, you got the style, like, that transcends across color, you know, like, you got the sauce, come on now, come on. And he still was like, like, negative, and I'm like, oh my, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I can be a naturally negative person, but I feel like I clock myself. I feel like I clock myself, and I feel like I check myself, you know? But just, like, ugh. I can't. Yeah. I gotta close this window, y'all. It is bearing down the cold on me. Ooh! Close. Just like my mama said, those noises. Okay, let me get back into the chat. Oh, there's the dog. There's the dog. Barking at me. Okay, I think I might honestly start going rogue on this look. I think I've, like, done all the stuff that, like, she recommended, and I need to just, like, go rogue. I don't say that on camera. I'm sorry. I don't answer that question. Is this still on? Please read my description before you type in my chat. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go into eyeliner. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know why I did that just there. I'm gonna have to freaking edit that out later. So show yourself, baby, don't get away. I have it 64 degrees in here, girl. Just because the heat kept the house warm, but then I like cracked the windows because I was freaking hot. But I'm gonna close it because I feel like the cold is hitting my lungs and like, yeah. Lily, I also have a group chat on my YouTube channel if you want to join. Oh. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna put this on because I'm cold now. Watch, I'll get hot in like 5 seconds though. All my rings are catching on this thing. They're annoying me. Okay. Please believe me. I put you down. It's no me, yeah, yeah. I need to find my brown eyeliner. She's from Texas, I can tell by the way he's just stepping around the room. And judging by the smile that's written on his face, there's nothing I can do. It doesn't take a crystal ball to see. The cowboy always finds his way to leave. Drinking Jack all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell. Ah. Okay, girls, let's move into eyeliner. Let me curl my eyelashes first. Maybe it's Maybelline. This is my Revlon eyelash curler, actually. It's not Maybelline. It's Revlon. Okay, so she's curled. This is Cinnabar by Maybelline, my favorite eyeliner ever. Yes, yes, yes. And then also on the lower lash line. And y'all know me, it's something that I never do with my makeup. I never. But I'll do it if I'm following a specific tutorial or look. But I'll do the other eye and I'll be right back. It's funny, there was more people on live when I was like doing my hair and I had no makeup on. So sure, we don't get ready. Shoes in Texas, I can tell. I wonder if does this look of a brow highlight? Let me see. No, it doesn't. There's no brow highlight. Huh. Okay. Just drop my thing. Now I'm just gonna do the trick that I always do because I am gonna be wearing falsies, and y'all know that like this is my go-to trick for when I wear falsies, and every single day I misplace this specific eyeliner that I use. There it is. Nope, I was smart. So this is not a part of the look that I'm following, but this is what I personally do to make my eyelashes look better, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this Revlon Revlon Color Stay Micro in the shade What the Fudge, and I'm just gonna go along the very inner part of the eye. There's a little look at what it looks like with, without, with, without. It's just very, very slight, but it really helps the way your eyelashes look. Oh, my face is like halfway off the screen. Y'all, I think I breathed in too much cold air. I think I was ranting too much and I wasn't paying attention to... What if I need my inhaler? It's okay. Speaking of Tate McCrae is also asthmatic. Y'all, I was ranting too much about that boy, and I think I breathed in too much cold air because I had my freaking windows open because, you know, my family had a heated up to high heaven in here. But it's funny because, like, Tate McCrae is also asthmatic. Fun fact. I'm going to take this NYX Milk and just go along. Before, after. Very slight, but again, very worth it. I love white eyeliner. Oh my gosh. Boom. I feel like this look is more difficult than Zara Larson. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna tell long boom. I feel like this look is low-key, high-key more difficult than Zara Larson. Like all the little weird little shapes you have to make it look right. You know, it's hard. It's harder for me than like the Zara Larson looks. I'm just gonna say. Like sometimes like the natural makeup, you think that you're doing something when you're doing the natural makeup. Like you're like, oh, it's gonna be easy, natural. Wrong. Okay. Now we're gonna go with lashes. Baby, I like it the way you move on the floor. It's old songs of my mama's playlist. Baby, I like it. What are those? What are those? Y'all remember that? That's like really, really old. So these are cleared for takeoff. These lashes. Can we always find this way to leave? Blah, 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 blah. I'm just gonna pick off any of the little bits of eyelash that are left there. I need some more lashes. I keep saying that I need more, and then I say that I'm gonna go shopping, and then I say that I'm gonna get some online because I feel like I'm spending. I've never actually bought. I've only bought lashes online once, and they were like super long, and I feel like it's hard for me to find lashes that work online because I don't know. I feel like lashes are 3D, and like you have to see them in person to see how they might look, you know. But I don't know. I'm sure that I would get the hang of it once I would start ordering them online, but I feel like I spend so much more on lashes, like more than I need to, and if I would just order them online, I could spend less. But I feel like I always wait until like I'm like don't even have any backups, and you know that I'm huge in having backups for lashes, and then I have to go to the store to get them, but I really need to start ordering them online. But they do have this specific style of lashes that I wear online, so if you girls like my lashes, you could very easily copy. This is the Kiss number 11 here. Let me tell the long form girls. I've got the Kiss number 11, and I have my lash glue already on. This is the Kiss with the pink little whatever on it, with the gold top, the one with aloe in it. And we're going to go ahead and put these on. I'm letting them dry as I do my mascara. I'm going to go ahead and use my designated sheet mascara. That is my e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. You girls know I say this in every single video. if you're going to be wearing lashes, have a designated cheap mascara, because why use your crazy expensive mascara if you're just going to wear lashes? Like, your fake eyelashes are going to cover up your real eyelashes every single time, you know? So you might as well just use a cheap mascara, because really all you need a mascara to be doing is just make your eyelashes black so that way they blend in with the fake eyelashes, you know? And then just save your good mascaras on the days that you don't wear falsies, you know? Quick little money saving hack. Now I'm gonna take these. These are my pliers. They're like lash applicator tweezers. They're kind of flat so they won't poke you in the eye. If you want a next level eyeshadow application, you need to be using pliers, girl. You need to be using pliers. Putzy, what are you doing? He's digging in his scratcher. So this is how I do my lashes. You're gonna set them down like this, as close to your natural eyelashes as possible, but make sure you still get them on your eyelid, and then you do want them in this position, facing up. That's just how they're gonna look their best. They're gonna make you look more awake. Then adjust the outer corner. Now adjust the inner. And if you are doing a really natural makeup look like this, you do want to wear a lash that has a clear band, you know? You know what I just thought of? I was like, I want to wear a mask and sunglasses to go into the gas station, because I don't want to be bothered. Like, people in my town you never know what they're going to do, you know? But like, because I don't want to take off my makeup, because I still want to be able to shoot TikToks and content and stuff. But if I show up in a gas station with a freaking mask and sunglasses on, it's gonna be like, what are you fixing to do? You fixing around the place? No, it's just like, no, I have a full face of makeup on and I don't want to get creeped on. Not that you should ever be worried about that, girls, but like, you know, you do what you gotta do. Stop! Mommy's filming. I'm just putting on the lash glue to the other eyelash, and so we're gonna let her dry, do the designated cheap mascara, and then I'll be back. Let me give you all the light real quick, because I'm not gonna be filming this with the big camera, because I don't need to film both eyes when I can just... Why do I feel like the lighting looks better on the big camera when I have the lighting on the phone? So we're gonna leave it on the phone. Stop! He's gonna piss me off. What are you doing? What are you doing? Mommy's filming. Come here. You want to sit on my chair? You can sit right next to me. Come on, Bubba. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bubbas. Come on. You want to come sit on my chair? You come sit on Mommy's chair. He's right. You see him? Drinking back all by myself. Juice in Texas, I can tell. Girl, I'm gonna need me some hot tea to take me in the car, because that cold air. Don't think about it. I was thinking about my asthma. And I was like, you know what, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna mentally go there. Just because I get like angry about my health and about asthma, like living with asthma, and like But like as I live with it longer, I realize that like, you know what, the body just does weird things sometimes, girl. I'm gonna tell the long form girls. Hi, we're having a little chat about health. I'm feeling like my asthma's a little activated by the cold air and I'm kind of pissed. But, and I was like getting a little worried about it just there, but like I was like, you know what, like the older I get, the more I realize that like, here's the thing about the human body. The human body does weird things sometimes, girl. Like it just does. Like you're not in control of it. It just, nobody can control when they get sick. Nobody can control when that happens. You know what I mean? Like with asthma, you take your asthma meds, you take your prevention inhaler, all that jazz every day, whatever plan that your doctor has you on, and you just do your best. And like sometimes certain things are gonna trigger you, and like you don't mean it to. You're gonna get angry, but you know what? You gotta keep it pushing. You know what I mean? You gotta keep pushing. And like the body does weird things. Everybody at some point in their life has some kind of health thing that comes up that's annoying, or many health things that come up. So like, I don't know. Sometimes like from older people around me, or especially older people in my town making comments, it makes me feel like it's just me. And I know that it's not just me. Even Tate freaking McCrae has asthma. So don't even come at me with that, you know? You just gotta keep it pushing and know that you're not alone. You're not the only one to deal with health issues, and it's not unique or weird of you at all. People, the body does weird things. The body is very complex. Different things can set it off. Like, you know, you could be fine one day and then something set you off the next and not be fine. You know what I mean? Like, the body is weird. I have a family member who had like a random extreme allergy attack with EOS chapstick. You know what I mean? Like the most random crap. The body just is weird. You know? No. Also, do y'all like my light better here? I put my light on my phone instead of on the flash of the big camera, and I feel like I like it better. Okay, come on, baby. Come on. I need you to work. You better work, girl. Okay. It's just the outer corner. Just the inner corner. Yeah, I just mentally felt myself started to spiral just then. But I was like, nope, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. Nope, we're just going to thug it out. You can't double guess everything. I feel like a lot of my problems arise because I think too much. I just think too much, and I tell myself this a million times a day. I said, don't crash out, just move through it. Don't crash out, just move through it. Don't crash out, just move through it. What do we have to do next? What do we have to do? I'm not going to analyze it. I'm not going to think about it. What are we going to do next? You know what I mean? Because, like, not that many things require that level of thought, you know? You can wear yourself out like that. Don't be doing that. Because you know what? Like, you can work so hard to control your environment so much in fear of, and I know this from experience, in fear of your body doing this or doing that, and guess what? Your body is still going to do weird things. It's stuck. Literally, at the end of 2022, I became allergic to toothpaste. Toothpaste. Granted, my favorite toothpaste, thank you Jesus, doesn't trigger me, but like Crest 3D White, Sensodyne, all that jazz, I can't use it. Colgate Optic White, triggers me randomly. But the body does weird things, you know what I mean? Everybody deals with it at some point. It is not a big deal. You are not less than because you deal with this and that with your body. You know what I mean? Roll with the punches, keep it pushing, you're not alone. Stop. Do I like it better here or here? I almost feel like it needs to be like here because it's closer to my face. That's what it is that this thing is closer to my face than my big camera. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I needed to start filming in the morning. I just could never get myself out of bed. Okay, girl. Let's do these eyebrows. This is Wet n Wild in the shade Taupe. And I just do little like hair-like strokes through the brows. Y'all know me, I don't like crazy eyebrows. I think that crazy eyebrows are the easiest way for you to ruin your makeup look. I'm gonna do the other one, I'll be right back. The crazy eyebrows are just not it. They're not it, sis. Girl, I gotta straighten my hair too. We're gonna be here for a minute. We're gonna be here for a minute. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm back. I'm kind of contemplating. You know what? I might move my room around because it's getting dark again. The lighting is changing, and I need to be in front of my mirror, and I'm not in front of it right now. So, hold please. Let me move it around. I have my barbecue chicken that I never finished. There goes my face moisturizer. It's this one, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. Where is my trash can? There it is. There. Move my stuff around. Turn my big camera off. I just think the lighting's gonna get a lot better because I have my mirror all lit up, you know, and like. But if I have the daylight, I like to get in front of the window. But we ain't got daylight no more. So. And yes, I typically do this every day. Unless I do like a later stream. To where I don't use my... If I do like a late stream or like really, really early in the morning stream, I don't set up in front of my window. Because there ain't no point. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, there's so many wires. What do I do with all these wires? So I need to get my freaking nightstand. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Okay. Put this like over here. Let me unplug my fan. Ah! Not again! Stop! Look, this freaking thing. Let me close my freaking blinds some more. Oh. Let me move you over here. Not another cord, I swear. Not another cord. And then get the big camera. This is my big camera, by the way, for those of you who have never seen it. Okay, now I should be able to pull. Oh, that was not wise, because that's my big camera. It's expensive. I don't need my hairdryer anymore, so I can unplug it. Oh! You know what? I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll BRB. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, let's get back to what we were getting to. Let's move you over here. Yes, and then the big camera right next to you. Oh my gosh, all these cords are all freaking tangled. Maybe not, let's see. Yep, they're tangled. Okay, big camera. Oh, stop. Okay. Jesus loves you, period. Love it. Okay. How are we gonna do this? So I'll just straighten my hair. Oh. Girl, I need my inhaler. Give me that. I don't know if YouTube will let me do this or not, but this is my inhaler. Okay. So I can just, let me see what the shot looks like with the big camera. My mama's been sneezing and I've been kind of paranoid that like I'm getting sick again. Because like having COVID as bad as I did freaking traumatized me. For those of you who are new and who don't know, I had COVID for like a couple months. Like I had COVID for, like I got it in September of last year, and then I had it literally through freaking November. It was bad. And I literally had to stop, like, living my life, like doing everything. Like I had to stop going to school, I had to stop working, I had to stop, like my whole life literally stopped, and I was in that bed. Like in the bed more than I've ever been before, and it was so freaking traumatizing. And like when I started to get cold symptoms, I'm like, oh no, like is it something new or is it coming back? You know what I mean? Because yeah, it was something. I'm gonna let my cat in because he's gonna scream and freak out if I don't let him in. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, you silly teen. You just trying to get fed. Ooh. My mama sneezing. Let me get this in focus. Wait, it already is in focus. It is focused. Oh, I'll refocus it again. I guess that's what we about to do. Girl, my lungs like feel so tight. What the heck? Another puff. I'm gonna start heating up my straightener. This is the Remington whatever the heck. I just messed up my... Oh, I just messed up my angle with my other camera. Okay. Just put this thing over here, and then we'll just film like this. Ooh! Let me just get this bubbled. Bubble the camera. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Now I wonder if this light will look better here. My big camera. Yeah, now that looks better. Okay, we're back. I got everything all moved around, and really it's not a big deal because like I'm gonna have to move it again later, but it's just better for the lighting because I have this big old mirror right in front of me and then I have my filming light. So let's continue. Okay, girl. I gotta get to the I feel like I'm moving like a snail. Maybe I should open my vent. Maybe I should open it. Oh! There. I opened my vent. Oh, and just like that, I'm hot. Just like that, I'm too hot. I've never really had I do have asthma really, really bad, but I've never had it be increased in the cold. I've only had my asthma get like inflamed like in the heat. So, and like this is like just like I already had asthma before I had COVID, but then when I got COVID, I feel like it changed my lungs. Then it made me really sensitive to humidity. Like the humidity, like from a shower, like too much humidity, like the air feels thick and like I can't breathe. But I also do know that I'm allergic to like everything that blooms in my small town. Because I had an allergy test and I'm literally allergic to everything. Where's my little footstool? There it is. Oh my word. what I used to use. I used to use one of those like humidifier things that has camphor in it, the thing that makes the steam. I might have to buy one. Honestly, I might have to go buy one because, which is so weird because like, that's so annoying. I'm trying not to spiral about this, but I'm like, so basically, I have trouble breathing if it's too humid, but I have trouble breathing if it's not humid enough. That's confusing. That's confusing. Oh, I didn't mix it. My water flavor that I have in there is white cranberry and peach. I'm sorry that I'm being really long-winded right now. You have asthma, it gets worse when it's cold. Yeah, see, mine has never gotten worse when it's cold. Mine's always worse in the heat. But again, like it, like having COVID. Like COVID is so weird. Like it changes everything. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where was I? Where was I? This needs to be lowered a bit. There. That's better. Okay. Where's DJ? I have a friend on here named DJ, and like I can't wait to hear DJ hear the story of I haven't even given him a name yet. Let's call him George. George. He isn't, yeah. Okay, I don't know why I keep focusing. Okay, girl, now we're gonna do this forehead. So this is the Maybelline, the same stuff I always use. Hold the phone. Hold on. I can't see myself now. Wait, no, I can just look in the mirror. I can just look in the mirror. Fine. I'm just not used to... Can't see what I'm doing because like there's a full-length mirror that's lit up. That's what I'm using for my lighting right now and my little content light, but I just feel like I can't see what I'm doing unless it's like right up close to my face, you know. So I'm just putting this on my forehead. If you want to see my full like foundation routine, make sure you check out the corresponding live stream to this video because I did my full like routine for the live. Okay. Go ahead and set that in place. Okay, I'm gonna work on my fake freckles now. Tate is like a huge fake freckle person, so I'm gonna take this little brush and we're gonna use this color right here and just do a slight bit of fake freckles. Should I do a nose contour? I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing nose contour first. So I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild contouring palette, the same I use literally every video, and just a fluffy brush. Take the darker color, and then just go like right here, right here, and then do some on the front, and then I'm not gonna go crazy with the nose contour because from what I can remember, Tate doesn't have like a super crazy nose contour in this look. Just gonna do a little bit of like light shaping. My nose looks so clear, y'all. You know what I did the other day? I squeezed out all of my little sebaceous filaments on my nose, and it looks so clean. I don't know if that's good for your skin or not, so do that at your own risk. Come on, Bubba. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. No, no, no. Don't fall down. Okay, so now I'm just gonna very quickly brush that off. I'm really dreading having to go run errands tonight, but it is what it is. I could have done it earlier, but I could have laid in my bed today, you know what I mean? But I didn't. So I'm gonna give myself props. If I can remember Tate's like freckles the way that she does them, hold on. Let me refocus this because I didn't move. Okay, the way that I remember Tate's freckles is that like she kind of has them like in random little groups. So but also, as a rule with fake freckles, they work really well as like a nose contour type of thing, you know? Like it softens the look of nose contour and just makes it look more natural. Because it tricks the eye into thinking that, all of a sudden, girl, I have the freaking jitters. I don't know what my problem is. It tricks the eye into thinking that you don't have any makeup on. So it makes you look like it gives your nose a shape without making it look fake. Maybe I'll do a little bit up here. You see that? I'm freaking shaking. What is my problem? Maybe I've been on here too long. I don't know. Okay. That one, I don't like that one. Just take it away. And I think I'm going to do a highlight down the center of the nose. I'm going to use the same color that I use in the eyes. And I'm going to go like this. I don't know if Tate is wearing this or not in her picture, but this is what I like doing for me, so that's what we're gonna do. Did I? Okay, good, I didn't mess up my forehead, thank God. Now I'm going to set my forehead into place. This is the Wet n Wild Loose Setting Powder. Maybe I should do like eucalyptus. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Maybe I should, like, I do have eucalyptus essential oil, and maybe I should put that in my oil diffuser for my asthma tonight. Freaking asthma, I swear. Okay, let me see what you girls are saying. Let me figure out what the heck she did on her face. Okay, I don't think she did nothing crazy, so we're just gonna kind of ignore that. We're just gonna continue to go rogue. This is such a pretty makeup look. Like, I don't feel like I've ever live on YouTube. It's like speed date from one side, lol. I'm not on here for romantical purposes though. I'm just telling you, I'm here for the girls, but I'm not here for romantical purposes. It ain't gonna happen, ain't gonna never happen. So you're looking for, I suggest you get to step in before you waste your time. Okay. I'm gonna take that same contour and we're just gonna start to like shape the face because I feel like she's very like bronzy And I think we will do the snatch today. I do this technique and I call it the snatch. I don't know if I learned it from someone else, or I don't know if it really is mine, but that's what we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be putting this like all over the cheek, and then kind of like also in the hollows of the cheek. We're gonna be using a darker color. Look at this big zit. Look. Ow! And then do the forehead. Wait. Get on that. Okay. Now we're gonna go in with this darker stuff. It's e.l.f. Camo powder foundation in the shade Tan 425N. Take a smaller brush and we're just gonna go on the cheekbone, and this is gonna give us the snatched effect. See that? Girl, that's what we talking about. And then, I don't know why I bothered to put the lighter color on the forehead, because I usually only do the dark, but here we are. And then just blend her in. This gives it like that like sun-kissed look, you know? Gives the face depth. Yeah. And I'm gonna put some on the jawline too. Just to give her some shape. I'm looking for a very specific blush. And I just used it yesterday. There we go. Okay, so this look is very like cool candied pink vibes. So we're gonna go in with Pink Candy. Yep, Pink Candy by CoverGirl. Y'all know that I love the CoverGirl blushes. And we're just gonna apply this right in the center of the face. Right here. I had like a crazy thought, like what if I would do like a pretty makeup look like this and then I would start doing like crazy stuff, like start drawing like swirls on my face, start gluing toilet paper to my face just to see what people say on live. That's like very me. Like I like to like shock people and like see what they do. I think that's like very, very funny. Of course, tasteful though, not graphic, not scary. Y'all know how I feel about bad and weird things. It was bad, it was weird. I hope that can like help somebody else who's like dealt with some of the things that I've dealt with. But y'all know me, like if you catch me watching TV, you're gonna catch me watching like Disney movies, Hannah Montana. I think I've watched Frozen 3 times in the last week. I don't actually watch it though, like I turn it on before I go to sleep and then I just fall asleep. I know it's not good for you to like watch the TV before you go to sleep, but like there's a very specific reason why I do it. I've said it before in my other life, so if you're curious why I do that, it has to do with celiac disease, but watch my other videos and I'll explain it. But yeah, but basically what I do is like I watch it and then I remember the next day the last thing I remember watching, and then I fast forward it to that place and then I start watching it at the new place, and then each day I kind of inch forward to where I finally finish the movie. I don't know, it's a system. Okay. The lip needs to be reapplied. Oh, I love this makeup look, girl. Ew, do I have a zit right there? I do. It's right there, right by my lip. Ew. Honestly, girl, I've been slacking on my skincare. I don't know. I feel like that whole boy thing had me off my game. A little bit, though. Not crazy. Not crazy. Not crazy. Like, oh, you broke my heart. I didn't even freaking finish telling you girls. I didn't even finish that story. There's because there's more to say. See, I'm still processing it, so I'm not. I don't like tell the whole thing right from start to end because I'm still processing it, and like when I talk about it or when I think about it, like new things like pop into my head, if that makes sense. Oh, where's the brush that I did my lips with? Oh, am I frozen? No. Hi girls. Hi Ezra. Hey Blair. Hi Ms. Behaven. Hey girls. I'm doing long form and live side by side right now. So if I don't see the chat, that's why, because I'm doing a long form. Oh! I want this one specific brush and I can't find it. I used it, it was the black one that I used earlier to line my lips. I can't find her. Oh well, we have to move on. I need a concealer brush though, because I need to be able to, no, there's the one that I used. Oh no, it's down in the crack. I have these little acrylic things that hold my makeup, and then my brush is like, I'm stuck in the crack. We're gonna redo this lip though, because it's feel like it's wearing off. Do I need more lip liner? Ew. You know what? We are going to redo it because I have to film my intro and my outro, and the makeup's got to look poppin' for the intro. You know? I have to straighten my hair. I've been on her 3 hours. I don't actually feel that way, but I feel like I feel like I underestimate like how long this takes. Same thing, the blush, e.l.f. pink blush like this. I really need to find this in like a lipstick. Because this type of lip is my jam. Like, from the very early time that I started doing makeup, like, I very quickly realized that, like, the nude pink lips, like, the pale pink lip is a slay, and it looks good on pretty much everyone. You have to get the right tone, though. Like, this by itself is kind of a lot, you know what I mean? But, like, if you put this in the center, like Tate, period. Make it a little more intense. Guys, that like, what do they call that? A just bitten lip. And then again, CoverGirl Clean Fresh Demi-Gloss in Sugar Poppy. Period. Period. Look at that. Period. You like my hair color? Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I've been forgetting to do my eyebrows. I'm gonna go ahead and gel my eyebrows. This is the e.l.f. Brow Lift. You wanna be really careful with this stuff. A lot of people use this stuff like way too much in my opinion. You just wanna kind of like do just like a little tiny dot of this stuff. And then just like, you know why I'm so jittery? You know what I just realized? That tea that I drank, it was green tea. Girl. I was thinking that it maybe wouldn't have caffeine. I don't know why I was thinking that, girl. I don't know why I was thinking that. Oh well. You know what? We have some editing to knock out. I have 2 videos that, this will be the 3rd video that I've done that I need to edit. So we have a fair amount of editing cut out for us. So it's all good. But basically when you apply this, you want to apply it with a light pressure. You just want the brows to be fluffy and natural and under control. But you don't want them stuck down to your face. I'm sorry, but that does not look good on like 99% of people. Only like 1% of the population can actually pull that off. So in my humble opinion, keep the brow soft and feminine. It will take you so much farther than the laminated look. Okay. Okay. I forgot that my straightener was heating up. Oops. What did I say that I was going to talk about earlier? I was like, I had a revelation. I was talking about something. Oh, that's right. Okay, girls, this is the end of the makeup, and now we're going to do the hair. We're going to just straighten it again. I'm going to do the same thing I did in my other video where, like, I mostly, like, speed through it, but I will, like, turn on the camera and if I have something to say. But, like always, if you girls want to see, like, what I talked about behind the scenes or, like, while I was between takes, what I was saying, or, like, if you feel like I didn't complete a thought or something, go watch the live. That's going to be pinned in the comments. That corresponds to this video. And that's where you'll find all of the info. But I did remember something else about the boy situation. Oh, I remembered it. I freaking lost it. What was it? Oh! I don't remember. I don't remember. What was it? Oh, it just came to me. I remember now. So, when he called me, so like we have been texting all day, and again, just like Princess Mia and Princess Diaries 2, I flirted. I flirted without fully knowing / realizing who he was. Shame on me. Stupid. Won't make that mistake again, that's for sure. He was like, dang, like, Ashley must be really down bad for me. Like, dang, like, she's been holding out for me all this time. And I'm like, whoa. Like, I wouldn't say that. And he just, like, kept saying the term down bad. And I was like, you're cute. You're very cute. You've always been cute. But, like, I don't know you. He kept, like, you know? And, like, maybe also because of the thing I said about my pastor and my church, but, like, that wasn't, like, a serious statement at all. That was like, hey, this is what I believe, and these are my standards, these are my boundaries, and that's that. That's not, like, I'm, like, fiending for you, I think is, like, the term, you know? But he just kept, like, I don't know if he, like, wanted, like, an ego trip or, like, an ego stroke or what, but I was just like, whoa, like, down bad. Like, no. It was just very, like, a very weird phone call. Like, who calls someone on the phone to say the stuff that he said to me? Like, it's weird. I'm trying to make it a point to wear more silver jewelry. My mom got me these. Here, let me move this. My mom got me these earrings. Aren't they cute? Make sure you girls like the live, please. Oh, this is like a little wavy piece underneath my hair. And my heat protectant is already in. I blow dried it in. can't believe this zit that I have right here. I feel like it just like sprouted up. This is like the second time I've had that happen. Like, I don't know, I forget when it was, but there was like one day that like, because I do my makeup pretty much every day, so like I take a good scan of my face. So like I'm always amazed at the amount of time that it takes a zit to pop up. Like zits can pop up pretty fast. And it's like wild to think of like your zit like popping up and becoming like a mountain on your face like overnight or whatever. Like, can you imagine a time lapse of like the pimple going like from like flat being with the rest of your skin going like like a plant that's growing? Oh, my arm hurts. My arms like have been hurting. I don't know. You know what? I got my blood taken last Friday, didn't I? Yeah. And I am anemic, so like if I get my blood taken, it's like more draining for me than other people, if that makes sense. Because like I already don't, I think anemia like makes you like not have the right amount of blood like in your system anyways. Like I know that I cannot give blood, like it's not safe for me to give blood, so I can't do it. Not that I want to, because I'm like a big baby when it comes to getting my blood work done. I have to lay down and everything. I have to lay down. I always tell them, I'm like, I'm somebody who faints. I have to lay down. If you're like that, don't ever be ashamed. Like, just tell them. Just be like, I will faint. Don't let them find out as you're fainting, you know? Because it allows them to keep you safe. Nasty. I feel like I need another hot tea. I want one of those electric tea kettles. Is this thing on? Sometimes I accidentally bump it with my finger and I turn it off. Hi, Hadley. Thank you. It was sunny, now it's dark. Yeah. Yeah, the lighting changes. Drinking Jack all by myself. It's truth in Texas, I can tell. Thank you, girls, for sending me the emojis. How many times a week do I use heat? Maybe 2 or 1. I don't know. Because the thing is that like I try to like I don't know. Let's see. In the last week, a week ago, I had straight hair. And then I washed it, and then I kind of like left it alone, like I didn't do anything with it. And then I washed it again, and then I let it dry, and then I did heatless curls. So I only straightened my hair 1 time last week, but I always, honestly, I make sure, I used to be super hyper about heat damage, but now I just make sure that I'm like nourishing my hair, you know what I mean? Like I make sure that I'm protecting it correctly. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to use heat protectant correctly. And that's why your hair gets damaged, because you're not using it right. You're not following the directions of the back of the bottle. You know what I mean? Like this one literally will tell you It doesn't say. That's why. Yes, no, it tells you. Restyling day 2 or 3 hair. Spray lightly onto dry hair for renewed thermal protection and let dry completely before using heated tools. There you go. But I feel like a lot of people see heat protectant and they just go wild. Girl, you can't be doing that. Oh, Lord. Even the straightener agrees. What the heck was I saying? So most heat protectors that are sold at the drugstore, not Walmart, places like that, I talk about this all the time, is you have to use them, they're only meant to be used with hot air. So a blow dryer, a Dyson Airwrap, one of those heated brushes, something that blows hot air in your hair is fine to use with those, and they're meant to be put in wet hair and then dried. But when it comes to like using a flat iron like this, like putting your hair between 2 sheets of metal or a curling iron, you can't be using that. Nothing that's water based. You can only use oil base heat tools on your hair if you're gonna use an iron. So I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, I do worry a lot, and I worry sometimes about like the amount of times that I'm straightening my hair, because I do straighten my hair a lot, because I feel like I'm just in my straight hair era. I just feel like it looks better, and a lot of my subscribers tell me that it looks better straight. But I'm scared to like fry it off, and I'm also like, my hair is mostly naturally straight now, so like how damaging really is it to straighten my hair, you know? And I'm not using a crazy amount of heat, and my hair is protected. And also, I do feel like I take really good care of my hair, like in the shower. I use Abby Young from TikTok. I use her routine. And I also sleep in a bonnet. My favorite holiday. You ask good questions, Lily. I love your questions. People need to take notes from you, because people ask like some weird questions on here, like get hung up on like asking me privacy questions, and they get mad when I don't answer. It's like there's literally so many things you can ask me on here and that I will answer. You know? And they're so much more interesting than like where I live. You know what I mean? Like where I live or how old I am, you know? Like, come on. But to answer your question, so Lily says, what is your favorite holiday and why? So I have 2 favorite holidays, Easter and Halloween. Easter, because it's the birth of Jesus. I mean, not the birth, but the rising of Jesus, and like that's like kind of the cornerstone of my faith. And like Jesus literally defeated death, and like that's amazing. And I love like all the Easter colors and like Easter dinner and like Easter church, and like it's just so much energy and so fun. And then Halloween, which is, I feel like it's such an oxymoron, but like because they're 2 totally opposite holidays. Halloween, because I love the creativity of Halloween. Like I love putting together costumes. I love the makeup. Obviously, I love like the fall vibe. I feel like Halloween falls around a time that like everybody's just done with that nasty summer weather. I'm a summer hater. I'm sorry. I'm a summer hater. But and like you get that nice relief around Halloween. If you're lucky, you get it a little bit before Halloween. And like I love like the pumpkin spice. I love the Halloween movies, not the scary ones. I'm talking like Halloween Town, Harry Potter, Hocus Pocus vibes. Not the scary. I'm not doing the scary. And it's just fun. I think Halloween is so great because like people don't have a bunch of trauma around it. You know what I mean? Like the holidays in December can make some people like really sad, including me. And I've been better the last couple of years, but like it can be very difficult. And I feel like Halloween doesn't have that like trauma attached to it, you know? And like I feel like the sentiment, like I cry every year on Halloween, like doesn't apply to many people, but like I Cry Every Year on Christmas applies to a lot of people. You know what I mean? And that's what I like more about. That's why I love Halloween. And like you can do stuff with your friends on Halloween. You know what I mean? Like not everybody is like, no, I'm doing da 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 with my family. Like I feel like Christmas is so big and the expectations are just so big around it, and like everybody wants control. Everybody wants to do it their way. Everybody da da da, and it's like that's so much. Like that's why I like Halloween. That's what you call a creep. Hot. Period. Summer is just too hot. Period. Period. What are your favorite holidays? I think I am going to wear a mask at the gas station. I think I will wear a mask. Just because I don't want to be like out there. I don't want to be like out there. Because I feel like a mask, when you wear it properly, it covers like the majority of your face, and like that's what I need. I hate how long it takes me to like get like up and get motivated every day. I hate that. I like wish I could be the kind of person who like gets up before the sun's up and like gets booting and grooving. But the thing is that like I don't know. Oh no, it's Mommy's chair. He's chewing up my chair, y'all. I feel like I'm nocturnal, but I also feel like my family is very nocturnal. Like my family will be beeping and bopping at 11 o'clock at night and then be up at 4:35. Girl, I don't roll like that. I need my sleep, and like if I'm gonna be up that early, like I'm in bed at 6 p.m. Like I'm in bed at 6 p.m., babe. And like shut the heck up because I'm sleeping, you know? But like when other people around, at least for me, other people around me are like active and stuff, and like I used to be in that cycle where like I used to go to bed really early and I used to live stream really early, and I don't know, my mom didn't like that. She said that it was unhealthy. She's like, it's unhealthy if you have to go to bed that early. But I'm like, Mom, if I have to be up that early, I have to be in, like I can't just run on like 5-6 hours of sleep. I just don't operate that way, you know? Like I take a while to wind down and I take a while to wind up in the morning. Like I just, you know, I'm just like that. I cannot function on like 5, 6, 7 hours of sleep. I can't do it. I need like probably between 8 and 10 hours of sleep. But like the other day when I was on live, my family was moving freaking furniture. I was like, what's going on, you know? I don't know. But I do wish I could like, get in bed earlier and like get up earlier. But my thing is I have to stay out of the tired danger zone. And if you haven't been here with me to learn all of my isms, the tired danger zone is that zone where you're like laying in bed in full makeup in your clothes and you're exhausted and you feel gross and you need to shower and you take off your makeup, brush your teeth, all that, but like you can't get up from the bed because you're too tired. But you can't fall asleep because you're wearing all that makeup and you feel gross wearing it to sleep, you know? And then you're like, okay, 5 more minutes, but you're tired, so you start playing this game. That's the tired danger zone. That's a tired danger zone. And then it usually results in me staying up way too late. And so I have to stay out of the tired danger zone. And then also, my family usually wants to watch movies or TV together, like when I'm in danger of being in the tired danger zone. And if I don't say no, if I say yes and I go along with it, then I end up getting into the tired danger zone after the movie because I just... And I swear I'm not like trying to blame my family. I just... am analyzing my patterns here on live today and like why I end up like doing the things I do, but hopefully I'll be able to break it soon. So what kind of sports did I do in school? I did track, cross country, track, cross country, what was I gonna say? I think I burnt my scalp, y'all. Put that straighter too far. My scalp. Track, cross country, cheerleading, dance, ice figure skating. Cheer was probably my favorite though. I wish I would have done cheer longer. And wearing your uniform to school is such a slay. Like, I freaking love that. Like, it is such a slay to wear that cheer uniform to school. I love it. I think it's so cool to be involved in your school and have like school spirit and stuff. Like, I think it's important, you know? It's just, it's cool. It's cool to give a crap about your community, and it's cool to be involved in it, you know? I feel like 2020 like taught all of us that. If you didn't learn anything from 2020, I hope you learned that. You did track and basketball. Look, someone who would love volleyball. Funny story about volleyball and I am terrible at volleyball. I have many gifts from the good Lord, but he did not bless me with any kind of talent toward volleyball. I am not good at sports with balls. I can't get the ball over the net. I can't catch the ball. I'm not. I have a sibling that could literally be a D1 athlete. They are so athletic and gifted. Like, give them a freaking ball and they will play whatever sport it is. I don't care. Golf, bowling, hockey, whatever. Like, they can freaking play some sports. Me, Like, I think I have coordination to where, like, if you give me choreography, I can, like, learn it and do it well. You know, and I have rhythm. But as far as, like, sports with balls, like, and tennis, that's another one I'm terrible at. But I'm very, very bad at volleyball. I tried out in 6th and 7th grade for volleyball. Didn't make it. Not even close. Both years. Because every day they would, like, make cuts. And I was always cut, like, by, like, the first or second day. Like, they would, like, do a clinic where they would teach us all this stuff. And then, like, they would, like, cut people to gradually, like, get towards the team. And, like, I never made it. And by the time I was in 8th grade, I was like, yeah, volleyball is not for me. It is a cool sport, though. I do like it, but I'm just not any good at it. I'm so excited you're on live. I've been waiting since the last time. An amazing convo with you. Hi edits. Pretty good. No, just like any sport that has a ball. It's one of my brothers. Just like literally like crazy athletic. Like, I swear, like, this brother of mine literally could play in the NFL. I'm not kidding. Like, he could be it. He could be it. He could be like Tom Brady. I'm like, he's that talented. Like, I'm not even, y'all know that I don't lie. I might look a little crazy sometimes, but I don't tell lies. And if you could see him play, like, literally any sport, you'd be like, yep, do athlete, yep. But my one brother, the D1 athlete brother, I want to, you know what I want to do? I want to see him dance. Like, I want him to take a dance class, and I want to see if he can actually, you know what I mean, follow the moves, because it's just it's interesting. I was telling my physical therapist about this, and like, he was like, yeah, like, a lot of athletes are actually good at a variety of sports because they're just gifted that way, and then they choose one to kind of like have their career in. And I'm like, oh, I got a brother like that. I got a brother like that, let me tell you. And we were talking about like how athletes do on Dancing with the Stars, and how my physical therapist is like, yeah, typically football players do really good on Dancing with the Stars, but basketball players don't. I just found that very interesting. But I'm curious. I don't think I've ever seen my one brother dance. Like take a class and like follow the choreography. I just am curious to see how fast he would pick it up, because he's like very coordinated with like sports and like playing sports with balls, you know? Me? I am not. Literally, if you invite me to play freaking tennis, it'll consist of me chasing the tennis ball around. That's all it'll be the whole time. I do want to learn golf though. I do want to get into golf. Golf like really interests me these days. I like really would love to learn it. My thing is I can't handle playing it if it's too hot. So it would have to be, I'd have to play golf at like weird times because I can't handle the heat. And I think that it'd be fun to like have like friends and family and like take the golf cart out and then like go drive around the course. It just feels very like peaceful, and like at some point you realize that like hobbies are important because like it just gives you something to do and like something to bond over, you know what I mean? Because like if you just sit around the table and look at each other, where's that conversation gonna go, you know what I mean? With anybody, with a friend, with your family member, whatever. Like, but if you have an activity planned, sometimes the conversations and the bonding that come around that activity are really fun and really cool, you know? Like, it's cool to do things. Also something I learned from 2020. It's cool to, like, do things, literally for the sake of doing things, because you might find something that you really like, and you might really bond with somebody over that thing, but, like, had you never gone to play golf with them, I don't know, maybe, maybe you would have never had the really cool conversation with them about the evolution of elephants, and, like, realized that you both love elephants. I don't know, girl. I don't know. And also when I think about golf, I think about Sharpay from High School Musical, and that's such a slay. That's very my vibe. Yes, I remember you, Vivian. I'm sorry. There's just so many of you sometimes that it's hard to keep you straight. Yep. I appreciate you girls sticking with me. I know I've been on live for a while. Oh, I just love straight hair, girl. It just feels so clean and like so like, you know, slay. Period. Full moon golfing? Cool. Yeah, I feel like that'd be something I'm into, except, I don't know, I feel like it'd be hard to, like, find your golf ball. Isn't like a thing? Like, you have to, like, always, like, collect all your golf balls or whatever. I don't know. It goes to show how much I know about golf. And I think golf, like, you can wear, like, cool outfits for golfing. That's very cool. Ah! Low! Hi, Lily. Okay. Pick this straightener back up. It's funny, I just bought this thing in like 2024. I didn't straighten my hair for the longest time. I thought it was bad for my hair, and like, I used to have really curly hair. And I used to have super curly hair, and my hair literally wouldn't stay straight. It would always just fluff up, but now my hair will stay straight like literally anytime. And I typically only have to straighten my hair once, and it just stays. But I also think it's because I use, like, I know how to layer my products, you know, and I use the Abby Young method. But I think that even prior to starting the Abby Young method, my hair, it had already like gone straight. I think my hair just went straighter since I got older. But I also wonder if like it's because of my medications for asthma. If it is, like, oh well, you know what I mean? Like I have to be able to breathe. You know? If you don't breathe, you're not alive. This is also like a really good technique to use when you're straightening your hair. It's called chasing, where you go through your hair with a straightener and then you chase it with a comb. It just helps like reinforce the straightness as the hair cools, because when you drag the straightener through your hair, your hair doesn't cool instantly, you know what I mean? So if you're brushing it as it's cooling, you're reinforcing that same shape, the straightness. We love a straight hair around here, girls. Cannot wait to see that comment section when I post this video that I'm recording right now. I cannot wait to see it when, like, the reactions to the tea. I cannot wait, especially from DJ. He always says something like wild, and I can never predict what he's gonna say. But I just think it's really important for like women to tell women's stories, you know what I mean? I just can't believe he like called me on the phone to like be mean to me. He just like the more and more I sat with what the heck he said to me on the phone, I was like, he didn't call the phone to like call me on the phone to like get to know me or like talk to me more. He like called me on the phone to like kind of like data on me and then like nitpick me and like it was just so weird. Like maybe he didn't do it on purpose. Maybe he just had like a long day at work or something, but yeah, no. Like if you can't control your temper after a long day at work and like you're gonna take it out on me on the phone, like no, bye. I've seen all I need to see, and frankly, I'm not interested. Frankly, I have the ick. That's one thing about me is like if I get the ick, I'm on Mars, girl, on Mars. Like I'm done. I literally, it will catapult me all the way to Mars and I won't be able to come back. Like I can't get over it. Like I have the ick and it's like permanent. Permanent. Look at this random like cow look that I have. Ouch. That's hot. That is hot. Oh. I left my camera on that whole time just in case I wanted to say something. It wasn't recording, it was just on, but like maybe I shouldn't leave it on. Maybe it's like bad for the battery or something, I don't know. My camera does have a dummy battery in it, like a wall plug-in battery. I think it was funny that like everybody wanted to show up at the beginning of my live, but like there's like barely anybody on now, and like now is the time that I have on full makeup and everything. Whatever. Maybe it was more interesting to watch me like blow dry my hair. I don't know. I'm gonna move this because I'm not using the big camera right now. Stand on here. There we go. Oh, another thing about me, about my hair, is that I really try to blow dry my hair. Like every single time, I try to not let it air dry because I think I saw like an AI, like, when you know one of those AI things that like hair products talk to you, well, someone made an AI thing of like Abby Young's hair method, and like it had all these little products that were talking to you and explaining it, and it said like, I'm the blow dryer. With this method, you want to dry your hair as quick as possible. Because like the oil builds up on your scalp more the longer you leave it wet. Like, so there's some kind of chemical reaction that happens between like the water and the oil in your scalp. And so basically you want to dry your hair as quick as possible. And like also like hair is in a weakened state when it's wet. And so like the longer you leave it wet and like the more you like lean against the chair, like go to bed or like put your hair up and down and it's wet, like you're damaging it, versus like if you know what I mean, like dry it immediately and then only do the bulk of manipulating the hair when it's dry, it's just less damaging. I just never really thought of it like that. But I do, like, and my blow dryer does have heat, so I don't know. That's just, and y'all know I blow dry it messy. I just don't have patience to like go through every single layer of my hair with a freaking round brush. I just, yuck. No, thank you. Do I have a cowlick up here? I remember I had a cowlick when I was a kid, and I don't remember where it was. Maybe this is it right here. Huh. Maybe that's my cowlick. I don't know. I have pretty eyes. Thank you, Symphony. I just want to be part of your symphony. Okay. Oh, we have arrived. I'm gonna take coconut milk. Let me turn off my straightener. Oh, it's already off. Okay. Why would you retract your message? You said something nice. Take this off of here. Put this on my big camera. Okay, girls, I just finished straightening my hair. This is how she came out. I just love straight hair. There's just something about it. And like, I wish that my hair would stay nice without dry shampoo, but y'all know me, I cannot live without dry shampoo. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this in it first. This is the Organics Coconut Milk Anti-Breakage Serum. I'm just gonna use a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, just like one pump. Rub it between your hands really, really well, and then just kind of get your ends. And I don't do this all the time. I don't know. It was just sitting there. I just felt like doing it. But I like my hair like this. I like it without the dry shampoo, but like y'all know that if I didn't use the dry shampoo, girl, I would be down bad. I'd be freaking LOL down bad. I'd be washing my hair literally every day, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, this is how the hair came out. Should I put the dry shampoo in? I'm scared. Maybe I'll wait till I go to bed tonight. I'll wait till I go to bed tonight. I hope I don't regret it. It doesn't get freaking oily. I'm scared to touch my scalp because my fingers have freaking oil on them. There. I like my part really straight. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and film the intro. This is already focused. Hey girls, welcome back to my giant sleepover. My name's Ashley and hi girls, welcome back to my giant sleepover. Today I have this Tate McCrae inspired makeup look for you and I have some tea to spill. Here's my disclaimer, it's about a boy. But anyways, I hope you girls like it and let's get going. The tea is piping. Okay, there's my intro. Let's do my outro. And that brings us to the end of the video today, girls. I hope that you girls like this makeup look. I did change my nails. I don't know if you girls have seen these yet. They're like French and then they have a purple kind of background to them. But anyways, girl, I hope you enjoyed today's yap session and you enjoyed the tea that I spilled and hopefully you learned something. I love you girls so much. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, I think we're finally done. Thank God. I'm wondering if I should go ahead and do and no, I don't want to freaking I don't like to dry shampoo my hair until like overnight because overnight it doesn't matter if it's white or not, you know what I mean? Then the oil from my hair will like absorb it and then in the morning my hair is not white, but if I spray it right now, it'll literally make this whole part of my hair white. Oh, I need to take my pictures. I almost forgot. Y'all know that I hate taking freaking pictures. It's so much easier to film videos. Videos are so much more forgiving, but like taking pictures is exhausting. Okay. I literally did this not even 24 hours ago for a different video. So I feel a little weird doing it again. Let me turn the autofocus on. Okay, maybe I should like turn on my thingy. You know what I mean? My self timer. 10, 9, 8. Ew! No, they're blurry. You know what? I think I do better when I just shoot one picture at a time. Okay. You see how much work this is? You see how long I've been on here? And this is not the only time I do this. That freaking guy, and what he said to me and how he tried to freaking pervert it and sexualize it. Like, are you I can't. I can't. I don't know if I'm ever gonna talk to him again. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty freaking insulting. Anyways, let's take this picture. Ah! I didn't turn my thing on. No, I don't want like a million pictures. Okay, that's the, okay. Let's try some with the flash, because why not? Close up. Let's do portrait. Night portrait. I've never used this setting before. Those ones are kind of nice. Ooh! I need to pose with my freaking teacup. That's what I need. Okay. Yes! Spilling the tea. Okay. One more. I want to show my nails though. Okay. I should get a girlier cup, shouldn't I? I'll be right back. Putsy, we're going back in the room. Come on, baby. Okay, you're gonna be locked out here. Here we go. Should I put the tea in there? This is used, but there. And it has like the, you know, tea. And I can put like a little, oh, I can put a little steam effect on it when I do the thumbnail. Ah! Sometimes I think of smart things, not always. Not when I answered that phone call. Okay. I don't like that one as much as the other one. Okay. Girl, I'm getting that again. Ah! What did I do with this hand? Okay. Okay, girl, I think we're done. I think we're done. Thank you, Alice. Okay, girls, I gotta go. I got some errands to run, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to stay warm. I love you girls so much. Thank you for hanging out with me all day today, it feels like. Make sure you check out my new video. I should have a new video dropping tomorrow. I'm gonna edit it more tonight. Y'all know that I've been on a roll with filming lately. I've been double filming everything that's live and doing it for long form as well. So make sure you check for tomorrow's video. For the video tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be the purple look, and then the pink look, and then it'll be this look. But anyways, girls, I love you so much, and thank you for hanging out with me again today. Don't forget to join my group chat on my post tab, and follow me on Snapchat. Love you girls so much, and I will see you hopefully, probably not tomorrow, because I guess I have to do tomorrow, but what day? Wednesday. Okay, love you so much. Bye!